Yo, it's your Renegade Ringmaster, Frankie Slauson, and you've just crash-landed into Renegade Radio, the podcast that's part rock show, part fever dream, and 100% certified Midwestern mayhem. We've had guests that'll blow your mind and tickle your nostalgia bone. Paul Myers, brother of Mike Myers, talking John Candy and comedy gold. Bill Kinnison, brother of Sam Kinnison, dropping truth bombs like it's 1989. Ron Wasserman, the dude who made Go Go Power Rangers a battle anthem. Jay David from Dr. Hook. Robbie V, son of Bobby V. Max Hightower, bluesman extraordinaire. And that's just the tip of the Renegade iceberg. And guess what? We go live every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Facebook. That's right, real-time Renegade action with Frankie and friends. Tune in, laugh hard, and maybe learn something weird.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
Are you tired of the same old boring podcasts? Do you crave a wild ride through the worlds of comedy, rock, and pop culture? Then buckle up, because you're about to enter the chaotic, electrifying universe of Frankie Slauson's Renegade Radio. This isn't your grandma's radio show. We're talking Midwestern mayhem, where every episode is an unpredictable adventure. Frankie Slauson, your Renegade Ringmaster, brings you the most outrageous guests and the most unfiltered conversations. From legendary rock stars sharing their wildest tour stories to comedians dropping their latest punchlines, we've got it all. Dive deep into pop culture debates, uncover hidden gems in the music scene, and laugh until your sides hurt. Frankie Slauson's Renegade Radio is your weekly dose of pure, unadulterated entertainment. Don't miss out on the mayhem. Tune in live on Facebook every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central. Search for Frankie Slauson's Renegade Radio and join the revolution.
That's right. Join the revolution. That's all it is a revolution. What's going on there, Max? How you doing there?
Hey, I'm Skippy, brother.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Don't mind me. I've been going through a little bit of a cold for the last few days, so if I sound like if I sound like I'm fucked up a little bit, it's just because I'm probably going to the final stages, I hope, anyway.
Did you have COVID?
No.
Just going around?
I think it's everybody at work was sick and, just, common cold stuff, I never really get the flu at all. I've always just, anytime I've ever got cold or whatever, or cold, it's just been the common cold. When COVID happened, I never once ever got tested. I never once ever had any effects. And I hung out with a lot of people.
You're lucky. I had it twice.
Oh, okay.
I was really lucky because it kicked the shit out of everybody. In fact, one of my best friends died from it. But
yeah.
But I was lucky.
Well, I was hearing about people dying from the shot. Like that surprised me. That's why I never went and got the shot, because literally some people from my hometown died from the shot. Complication.
Wow.
And it's like, because they were fine before. Like normal, no problems. All of a sudden they took the shot and it fucked them up. And
down they went.
Down they went. Never to be seen or heard from again.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I kind of, when people tell me to take shots, I'm just like, fuck off here. Because I know how my body works. I'm 42 years old. I've always known how my body works. That's why I tell people that think that they know me, and they want to prescribe their whatever prescriptions, we'll say. I mean, yeah, maybe I should go see a doctor, but I don't trust doctors, sir. I really don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, man. In the last year, I don't know, man. I've been dealing with doctors since I was literally since I was 4 years old. I had something happen to me when I was 4 years old. They didn't know what it was. I think in later life I figured out what it was, but
Sure.
couldn't walk for 3 weeks, and they couldn't figure out why. And I think I figured it out later as a child. I just took a bad bump actually and lit on my tailbone. And but I've been dealing with doctors my whole life. And I crashed on a motorcycle when I was 14 and destroyed my left knee. And it was one of the most horrible times of my life. I had a really horrible doctor.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, how do you? So then, how do you end up surviving all that stuff and then decide to take up wrestling and everything and all that? Because that's kind of amazing.
I had a good enough doctor that he fixed my knee. Well, he was actually he was a great orthopedic surgeon. Unfortunately, he didn't realize that I was 14 years old, not 20 years old.
Oh, so you look bigger. You look like older for your age or whatever.
I was 6'4", 275 at 14.
Jesus Christ.
And so he treated me like I was a college kid.
Okay.
I was still a little boy. And and it fucked with me. To this day, it still fucks with me. He brutalized me as a surgeon, man. He did some shit that was really fucking mean. And he had a huge impact on me. And so I go to college and, as a college athlete, I blew my knee, I blew an elbow, I blew my back, I was a college athlete, it's just part of the deal, so I've been dealing with, and then in the WWF, one of the worst injuries I ever sustained is I broke the top rope of a ring and it caused a double inguinal hernia surgery when I hit. So, I've been through hell and back, and I've lost a couple of toes to diabetes and
so how is it that you're still alive then after all that stuff?
I got to tell you, brother, honestly, that's why I love fucking going out and doing shit right now, because I'll be honest with you, man. I had a buddy. I worked at AutoZone for a while. One of my first jobs was when I dropped out of high school. One of my first jobs was working at an auto parts store, and I grew up in the muscle car era, man. All my brothers, and I fucking love that era,
Sure.
So I worked at an AutoZone. I had this young Mexican kid who was, he's so brilliant, just a genius, man. He knew shit about muscle cars I didn't know, man. I grew up in the fucking era, but he and I just got along, just smoking. And one day he called me, he said, "Hey, will you come out and help me get this diesel Rabbit?" It was like a 1980 diesel Rabbit. Remember those trucks, the little Rabbit trucks that had diesel engines?
Probably is.
You would.
A long time. Yeah, I mean,
Christ, you weren't even born. Anyway, so anyway, he had this little Rabbit diesel pickup, went out there and was working on it. He called me one day and he goes, "Yeah, I just told all my friends." He goes, "Yeah, today I go with the old man." And I go, "Well, fuck, what does that mean?" And I started to think about it. And I wrote to him and I said, that's something I'm pretty fucking proud of, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I would live to be an old man, and I was just thinking about it yesterday. All my contemporaries from that era are dead. I mean, John Tenta, Gary Albright, Chris, Brian Adams, all the guys I fucking Hashimoto from the dojo, all these guys that I grew up with and were, my physical contemporaries. Most of them are dead.
That's amazing.
Half the guys in the movie I made are dead.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me kind of wonder sometimes. It's like, maybe that's what the world was trying to tell you. Maybe through everything that you've been through, because I can kind of relate too a little bit because I've lost some people too and all that. But it's like, I think maybe the world was trying to tell you that that even though life may have been shit, in the beginning, but it was going to get better later on because you're going to be around for some shit that you don't think you would be around for.
Boy, you know what, man? I'll tell you what it taught me, man. I'll never forget this, man. I was in the dojo one day, and Chris and I flipped a coin who was going to go to the store and get some tonkatsus, or little pork patties, deep fried pork patties, and we had this little vendor right down on the corner, and we'd go down there and fucking get these tonkatsus, and man, you'd put some bulldog sauce on those with some fucking rice, and it was just the shit. We were fucking hurting, and it just hurt to walk, and so we'd flip a coin on who was going to go get food or go get popsicles or go get watermelon, and I lost this day. I lost the coin toss, and so I'm walking down the fucking street, and in Japan, in America, when you think of a street, you think of a 2-lane road where people do 35 miles an hour on. You think of it, 2 lanes, and then, the emergency lanes on the side. And man, in Japan, it's fucking unbelievable. The road in front of the dojo, people would go down this fucking road at 35 miles an hour. And all there was enough room for like 2 Volkswagen Rabbits to fit side by side. And right at the end of the street, right across from this little tonkatsu place, I'm on a tea. There was this fucking auto repair shop, and there was a little staircase at the end of it. It was made of like that corrugated galvanized tin shit, And I'm walking down the road, and here comes this little old Japanese guy, and I'm telling you, he was probably 100 years old. And he's walking towards me, and he stops and he bows at me. I bowed at him, and he turned and he walked over to these stairs, and he started to pray in front of these stairs. And I realized this old man was going to climb these stairs to the top of this fucking, it looked like a shed where the auto body place was. And on top of this shed was literally probably a 6 foot by 6 foot square tin building. That was his fucking house. And he was thanking God for the place he had to live. And I could tell exactly what he was doing by the way he treated those stairs where his domicile. And I never forgot that, that here's this guy who has nothing, literally nothing. And he's thanking all of these lucky stars that he has this 6 foot by 6 foot place to climb up to every day. And I never forgot that. It stuck with me my whole life since then. It's a firm reminder of existentialism that no matter what we all think, we can love the idea of heaven and the next life. But by God, when you're alive right now, it's a pretty fucking amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I agree with what you just said, because it's like, you never know what life's gonna throw at you. I may complain about having a little cold, but you know what? I've had many colds in my life, and some are better than others.
Absolutely. So. But I'm here right now with a bunch of people I love to be with, and I'm just a lucky fucking guy. And by God, I'm just happier than a pig in poop.
So, I want to get your reaction now after you've had a week to think about it. Some thoughts about last week's episode at all with Justin?
I already talked about that. Actually, I did a show yesterday and talked about talking to Justin and dealing with Harley, and it just reminded me how lucky I was to have known Harley, and I just it was great feeling.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to do that. I'm glad Justin was able to be a part of it too, because he's a busy guy, and the fact that he even gives us anytime.
That's no shit. He's an awesome guest.
Yeah, for someone who's never who wrestled, and I think he wrestled in high school, I think, but he never tried wrestling in the
Never.
big league, you know? Yeah, but that's okay though. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, sometimes it's not for everybody. Not everybody can
Yeah,
take a bump.
yeah. Why try to supersede that? Right? You got the most famous dad in the world. If he was happy with it, that's all that matters. Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and everybody probably thinks that well, he's not tough because he has a normal job. Well, I'm pretty sure Justin's pretty tough. He looks pretty tough. You know,
Oh yeah. I
I
guarantee
think.
you, he's smart to the ways, man.
Well, anyway, Mama T, how's it going there? You better
Well, it was a long weekend. It was a
yeah.
long weekend. I've got a new house guest. Um,
Okay.
and
Animal?
also
Another animal or actual person?
no. A grown human.
This is Sweetie. Is he actually live and living color?
Well, no, it's not sweetie. I mean, I've got somebody who's staying with me because Eric. Eric says he could wrestle me. He would lose and he would like it. But
Oh,
anyway,
he would love it. Dipped in syrup, probably.
no, a friend of mine needed a place to stay, so
Oh, okay.
so I've got a house guest. Sweetie's here hanging out too. But no, on Sunday, was it Saturday? Saturday, my stepdad brought the kids and the baby for the weekend for overnight. So that was fun. I got the baby. We got to sleep next to the baby.
It was kind of funny because during the season 5 opener, we were making fun of Mama T because everybody thought she got pregnant over summer and had a baby. Remember that?
Yeah, it was funny because I said because I was taking care of my grandbaby for a couple months when she was first born. So I said I can't do the show. I got the baby and she's not gonna nap.
Yeah.
What baby? I didn't even know you were pregnant.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, when you told me that when I went to come see you and everything, I was just like, man, I don't want to lose you. Even though we bicker and stuff, I still need you. You know that.
I know.
Because who am I going to make fun of then? I can't make fun of Max. He'll kick
exactly.
my ass.
And that's why I like being on this show because I got somebody to pick on.
That's right. We pick on each other, bro. Like
It's
big brother, little brother, older sister, kind of like that.
You can make fun of me anytime you want to, Sean. That's no problem.
I got a lot of respect for you, even though I don't know you personally. But I mean, I feel like I do now. It's a little short time that we've had together. It's been pretty fun, and I look forward to the next season because hey, we got one episode left to go after tonight, and then we're taking a month off, and January 12th we'll come back. Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't take off for hunting. I was going to do 2 weeks off for hunting, but I thought, if it's just one person that's going to be missing for hunting, other than Eric, it's not that important. I was going to do something with John yesterday because he was in my area. He was here, but I just was. I had company, and then I was just too sick. I couldn't.
Oh yeah, I got a bone to pick with that man. He said live on the air last week. He said live on the air. Okay, Thursday. I will see you on Thursday. And I messaged him. Yeah. Well, it might be late. Oh, and then it was like, no, things didn't work out. And well, you were there all weekend, weren't you?
Yeah.
I said, if you don't show up, you're never going to hear the end of it because
too worried about hunting or the damn Timberwolves or whatever problem that he was having, to worry about us and everything. It's all right.
We got some venison jerky out of the deal.
We were going to do like a drives segment or whatever, but then it was kind of cold outside too, and I just figured, you know what, we'll do something next season. Or the first time I go over there in the springtime to do an episode in Grand Forks because he definitely owes me, that's for sure. Well, he doesn't really owe me anything, but just like he will be doing a segment eventually. So, but anyway, so. Yeah, I mean, this weekend, or last week, was a pretty good week. Didn't really do a whole lot. I got my tire. I had to get my driver's side tire on my PT Cruiser replaced because that was starting to go a little bit or starting to tear. I noticed that something was happening anyway. And it does, for me to notice that is like a surprise because really don't pay attention to my vehicle at all. It's hard. I know it's horrible to say that, but when I was
It's basically the equivalent of a blonde driving a car.
Yeah.
Well, I care more about my TV than I do about my car. That's normal, right? No,
Most people are like that. People do, they follow the I'll fix it when it goes, but it usually fix it before it goes by a long shot.
Well, now that you said you worked at, where was it that you said you worked at? O'Reilly's or AutoZone or?
I worked at AutoZone, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you had a lot of weird people like me come in and they didn't know a damn thing about what we were doing, and guys like you come and help us and everything.
Yeah, that's why I loved it, man. It was a great public relations job, man. I really enjoyed it, man. It's a good gig, and I just happened to know a shitload about cars, so it made it easy, and it's an easy transition. I had a good friend that needed help when I moved back from California, and so it was a perfect place for me to go to work at AutoZone. And
sure. Did anybody ever recognize you from wrestling at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah, every once in a while somebody'd come in and go,
you know what? You look really familiar. Do I know you?
You're either a car guy or
the boss. No, it wasn't. Now, I'll never forget one time I was in California. I was buying a CD at a Target.
Oh, yeah.
In a little town called Chula Vista in Southern California. And this guy walked up to me and goes, "You're Max Payne." And I had short hair. I mean, how in the fuck he knew who I was? To this day, I will never know, man, but he knew. And
it's those piercing blue eyes.
Is that what?
Yeah. Matches your shirt, I tell you.
I'll just never forget that. Sometimes it really catches you off guard because I was taking care of a retirement senior community at the time, and so I was so far out of wrestling mode it wasn't even funny. So here I am buying a CD in a Target in Chula, California. I have nothing to do with wrestling at all, and this guy walks up to me and goes, "You're Max Payne."
So what was the CD? What was the album that you bought?
I bet you've never been fired from a job before.
Oh God, I have been fired a lot.
Did they do it over the phone or from a distance?
Yeah, I've been fired, man.
I just mean, like, if I was your boss, I'd probably be afraid to fire you.
It's funny, man. I for some reason that's never stopped anybody from firing me. I'll never forget. I worked at a television station when I was going to college. I was really lucky when I was recruited. I was very fortunate because I was recruited to all of the big major wrestling universities, and so I ended up choosing Iowa State University. And one of the biggest reasons I went there is because Iowa State was the only land grant college in the United States that had a commercial television station. So that means here's a school that's completely publicly funded that owns a commercial TV station, which was always a conflict of interest. And every single year it was on the ballot to sell it and get rid of it. And they finally sold it in like 94, 95. And I was working there and I was almost done with school. And one of my friends got a raise of like a quarter. And so I finally said, I'd worked at this station. Part of the reason I went to school there was so I could work at this commercial television station because I really believed it would, help me get a job after I graduated from college because I pretty much knew I was going to move to Los Angeles to seek fame and fortune. And so I worked at this television station and I had my boss's name was Fred Calamea. I'll never forget this prick.
Wow.
And I worked there. I worked my ass off. I did at the time I had 3 children. I had 21 credits. I wrestled for Iowa State University, which consumed 6 hours a day time no matter what, because we worked out 2 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon. So I'd go to work out at like 5:30 in the morning, leave there, go to work at the television station, then go to school all day, then go back to wrestling practice, and then go home at night and study all night, and then go to television station and work from 8:30 to 10:30 doing the news. And so, as you can imagine, there wasn't much time for sleep in there. But anyway, I finally, this friend of mine got a raise. And so I thought, I'm going to go ask Fred for a raise. And I really liked this guy. He was the guy that hired me. You know, I went in there with my coach, and my coach introduced me to him. And I thought we were, you know, friends. And I went in there. So I went in, I said, hey, Fred, you know, I heard that he got a raise. You know, I've been here for 3 years. You've never given me a raise. How about a nickel raise? 5 cents. 5 cents I asked for a raise. And he fucking fired me. And I said, oh, you're going to fire me, are you? So I shut the door. And I said, if you're going to fire me, I'm going to tell you off, you motherfucker. And so I started telling him off, and he called security on me. I said, well, go ahead and call him. But that's not going to stop me from telling you what a piece of shit you are, you prick. So I told him what a piece of shit he was. I went home, and by the time I got home, my phone was ringing. My coach was on the phone going, Max, what are you doing? You can't do that. You guys, well, why can't I, man? The guy fired me for no because I asked for a nickel raise. Are you fucking me?
I'll be right back. I've got kind of an emergency.
Go do it.
All right.
I had a burrito.
Third story.
No, you know what? I can definitely relate to you because I feel that's why I got let go from my job at the TV station that I worked at in.
Oh,
Rapid
really?
City.
You worked at the TV station?
Yes. That was the reason why I was living in Rapid City. Well, that wasn't the reason why I moved to Rapid City, but eventually I was lucky enough to actually get employed there. I was trying to get a radio job because that's all I really wanted to do. And they had like hundreds of radio stations, but nobody would give me a job. So I applied at the TV station as a Fox affiliate. And at the time, you know, they were looking for somebody that wasn't like me. They wanted somebody who actually had more experience in television and radio and all that stuff. But I said, well, when I got interviewed, I had I don't know. They must have liked the way I presented myself or something because it's like I got the job. I was a master controller is what I was doing.
Nice.
So I got to work with everybody. And that was the fun thing about it. You know, it was like the dream job. I felt like even though it's not radio, I'll take it because it's somewhere in the entertainment world. It's not a normal 9-to-5 job.
And
it's something
big at a TV station.
Oh, it was so. I mean, when it was fun before they fucked it up, and then they started fucking everybody over, it was the best job I could ever have. And still to this day, I will say it was one of the best jobs I ever had. Yeah, I fucked up a few times too, but it wasn't on purpose though.
Right.
Like, most people were just with the broadcast because you had to watch. You know, like my job was basically being in charge of what was on the air.
Right.
And so it almost felt like I was a main DJ because here's my control center, right? You know?
Right.
So I had to follow the laws. I had to make sure times are right. Prime time was important because Fox, you know, prime time was always important.
Right.
There's a couple times when they had football games or whatever, like the Vikings against the Broncos and all that, because that's what people like around here in Minnesota and in that area, because it's like halfway between Minnesota and Colorado and everything. But there was a couple times when some football games kind of fucked up the commercial breaks or whatever, or the commercial breaks would play before they're supposed to, and I didn't, you know, I missed one time thing or a time check or whatever, you know. Yeah, it was. But but that's not what got me fired. What got me fired was almost similar to your story, because, in all honesty, you know, the boss that I had was not the boss that hired me. The boss that hired me, I got along with just fine. He eventually moved on and did some other things. What's up, Antique Man? Good to see you. He was something else, you know, like the guy that got rid of me. He was the guy who originally, when I first started there, was like working. He was like in charge of the news or production, like where they do commercial breaks and stuff and whatever. Because I was also in charge of doing the commercial breaks, like doing the countdowns or whatever. So we know, like, so we have our time cues or whatever. But he was in charge of the production part of the news and everything. So all the guys that are literally behind a camera or in a studio or somewhere where the studio was and watching everything, all the monitors and everything, so you knew what was going on. That really does happen. That really was a thing, you know. But anyway, so that guy became when they bought the competition, Coda Territory, which was the ABC affiliate. They just decided that they're going to hire all their help from over there and make us work. They basically take care of 2 stations, but not pay us for 2 stations. Pay us for working for one. And when things started to roll, this guy who was the production guy, who I never got along with, became my new boss in Master Control. And the same thing. I was promised at least a quarter raise or some type of raise if I didn't make any mistakes for a whole year. And I did not make any mistakes for a whole year. I was on time. I stayed later. It was one of those type of jobs where it's like I came early and I left later, you know, most of the time, unless I had other things going on. I really enjoyed my time there. And all of a sudden, because I wanted a raise, that's what started the heat. And he didn't fire me right away, but then he started to monitor me more, you know, because he thought of me as a threat to him. Because I'm asking for something that I deserve. Because he's never liked me since the beginning. Because to him, I'm some stupid punk kid that doesn't deserve to, you know, like, what does he know about television? It's like he never went to school for television. You know? He's one of those guys, you know. So eventually, they take my job away from me in Master Control, meaning that they hired too many people. Well, it used to be a 1-person job. Now we have 10 people in a bigger room, and it's like, okay, so how is everybody going to do everything? Because when I go there, the first thing I do is I look at commercials and stuff and look at the log and, you know, get everything all ready for the day. Now somebody else is doing that, and I said, "Oh, you have to wait. We're taking turns, and we're gonna add more to your job because now they're gonna eliminate camera people, and they want you to learn about running the robotics of the cameras by yourself. You know, like learn that as well. And I've never been trained in that, and I was scared to learn that because it's like, you know, that's using Chiron and all that stuff and all that good stuff. Well, anyway, he eventually fired me because I fell asleep at my job because I had nothing to do. I was literally coming to work and they weren't letting me do my job. So I was just sitting there for an 8-hour shift with nothing to do. You know?
So they fired you.
Yeah.
Fuck those motherfuckers. Let's go kick their fucking ass.
Oh, it definitely.
Do when a mad dog takes a bite out of you.
Well,
for the love of God and all things holy.
Yeah, where were you guys back then in 2018 when I could have used you? Let me tell you.
In the ring.
Yeah, that's right. Well, what's going on, John? Bad John?
Cashing checks and breaking necks. You goddamn Skippy.
That's right. Skippy peanut butter, I tell you. With or without nuts.
Cashing checks.
Mr. Roberts.
Hello, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I don't want to hear it.
Jean-Claude.
Well,
We were,
I was going to say.
So before you say anything, we had planned on making a trip down that direction on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We ran into a little timber wolf situation at our hunting land. We've had 2 packs of timber wolves in our area for many years, and their range, if you will, is about 115, 120 miles, where they all the time. That's what they do. So they're bound to come by every couple of months and hang around for a while. And I mean, they followed one of my guys back to the stand, and he's a county commissioner. They surrounded our hunting camp on Saturday night. We have it's a big open yard in the middle of 160-acre woods. We have a trailer house, and then we have a 2-room house with a loft, and it's, you know, decent. We have decks and shit, and they had us surrounded. We took a poke at one of them. Hopefully I don't get in trouble because that is a federal offense, but we were fearful of our lives, so then it's okay. But yeah, so it kind of fucked up the whole weekend for us. It was crazy.
Boy, so maybe it's a good thing that we didn't get together then, because that would have been probably a messy situation then, probably, huh?
Yeah,
I wasn't in a very good mood Sunday about the time you texted me, Frankie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't know that was, you know, I figured that's just because of the football game. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh, no. No, in fact, I took off and came back to Grand Forks. I left about a little after 11, about 11:15 in the morning. I gave one of my deer tags to my buddy, and I said, shoot me a deer if you get a chance. So I have no deer, but I can go muzzle loading hunting here in a couple of weeks. I'll do that right on my property here. Hopefully I can shoot. I need some jerky. I need to make some jerky. So I got to shoot a deer.
That's all I was going to ask.
Well, at least you didn't get shot and killed. At least you didn't get shot and killed like some of these people have been. You know, I know we don't like talking about Mr. I News, but you know, all these local people have been getting shot, killed, you know, in hunting accidents and stuff. I know it happens every year. You know,
I don't know if they're getting killed, but the one guy got shot. He had a loaded gun in the back of his truck with a bunch of gear on it, and he was grabbing the shit, and it went off and shot him through the leg. You know, and the other one is, it's you got to remember though, Minnesota has 400,000 deer hunters, and you're bound to get. And most of the time, when they say, "Well, this guy got killed," half the time they killed himself.
Right.
You know, something stupid happened where
fucking tripped.
I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. Yep. And it's just, you know, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Stupid
people. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, looking down their own barrel, seeing what they stuck it in the ground, looking where the mud is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honey, how do I turn this up?
Turn the volume up. You just turn the volume up.
That crazy scene in Platoon.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
When they're blowing shotguns through the shotgun. Remember that?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why don't we get into our intro here, and then we'll get started here for another great edition of Renegade Radio, or Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio. We got some things to talk about today, and possibly a surprise guest coming on here in about another hour. So stay tuned here, Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of the same old boring podcasts? Do you crave a wild ride through the worlds of comedy, rock, and pop culture? Then buckle up, because you're about to enter the chaotic, electrifying universe of Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio. This isn't your grandma's radio show. We're talking Midwestern mayhem, where every episode is an unpredictable adventure. Frankie Slosson, your Renegade Ringmaster, brings you the most outrageous guests and the most unfiltered conversations. From legendary rock stars sharing their wildest tour stories to comedians dropping their latest punchlines, we've got it all. Dive deep into pop culture debates, uncover hidden gems in the music scene, and laugh until your sides hurt. Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio is your weekly dose of pure, unadulterated entertainment. Don't miss out on the mayhem. Tune in live on Facebook every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central. Search for Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio and join the revolution.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
Yo, yo, yo. It's your Renegade Ringmaster, Frankie Slauson, and you've just crash landed into Renegade Radio, the podcast that's part rock show, part fever dream, and 100% certified Midwestern mayhem. We've had guests that'll blow your mind and tickle your nostalgia bone. Paul Myers, brother of Mike Myers, talking John Candy and comedy gold. Bill Kinnison, brother of Sam Kinnison, dropping truth bombs like it's 1989. Ron Wasserman, the dude who made Go-Go Power Rangers a battle anthem. Jay David from Dr. Hook. Robbie V, son of Bobby V. Max Hightower, bluesman extraordinaire. And that's just the tip of the Renegade iceberg. And guess what? We go live every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Facebook. That's right, real-time Renegade action with Frankie and friends. Tune in, laugh hard, and maybe learn something weird.
What are you pissed about now?
Same thing 2 years in a row. I got a raise. It was awesome. And Blue Cross Blue Shield got word that I got a raise and said, oh, fuck that. I want all the raise plus $217 a month. Insurance premiums are up 91%. So you get a raise, which is good, and then the insurance is like, fuck you. It's like a cake with nuts in it. It's like free pop, and you get up there and it's fucking Pepsi. I've already talked about that. It's syrupy and it tastes like shit. It's like you get out of the shower, you're squeaky clean, and you're like, oh, I got a shit, mate. And you got fucking diarrhea. You get out of the shower and you're clean, which is good, and then you get diarrhea, which is bad. And I hope every fucking person at Blue Cross Blue Shield gets diarrhea. Can I hope that? Can I say that? I'm not wishing violence. I don't hope them ill. I just hope they get the shits. And it's so bad they have to go to the ER, which is a $250 copay. And while they're standing there in soggy shoes, it looks like the fucking Demi Moore factory had an accident. Like Louis Armstrong meets Montezuma's Revenge, and it turns into a soft serve machine. Fuck those guys. And I hope whatever medicine fixes it isn't covered. I had surgery last year, and I was in such bad pain, the doctor called in a pain suppository. You heard that right, suppository. And it wasn't covered. If you hurt so bad you're willing to stuff the medicine in your asshole, it should be free. So, yeah, I'm in a bad mood. Fuck you, Blue Cross Blue Shield. It should be Brown Cross, Brown Shield. Hope they all get the shits.
I've often wished explosive diarrhea on people in the middle of rush hour traffic.
Oh, fuck that explosive diarrhea when you're standing on fucking line on goddamn fucking Friday, on Black Friday, with fucking your arms full of all your shit, and you get this look in your face. Yeah, that one. You know, I got a shit minute, and you got every goddamn thing that's the best deals of your life on Friday, and the fucking bathroom is at the other end of the fucking mall.
Wow.
Taking it when you have to take your shit and you're in church, you know, you hear.
Since we're in the shitting place, can I bring up a quick subject, Frankie?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to ask a question, because I discovered something about 5 years ago. And to this day, you know, like I was listening to this guy's story, and so midway through the story, not even midway, as soon as he talked about the diarrhea after you get out of the shower, I always wonder to myself, how has he not discovered a bidet? How many of you guys, just by a raise of hands, how many of you have a bidet in your house? And if you don't, you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself, because if you don't understand the greatness of a fucking bidet, you should right now go into the next room and hang yourself.
I don't like water touching my ass.
Oh, brother, you will.
I don't like anything touching my ass.
I'll tell you what.
I hate to accidentally touch my ass on accident. I hate it.
Bro-
It freaks me out.
Brother, but you got to admit, the thing about a bidet that's so fucking saving, here's the great part of a bidet, is the forever wipe that no matter how many times you wipe, there's still shit there, and you wonder to
Oh yeah, the
yourself,
greasy ones.
where in the fuck does that come from? There's nothing left there. And the bidet absolutely cures that for the first time in my life. And I just got to say, they're a godsend. Okay, enough.
I don't care. I don't want nothing touching my ass.
Is this the right? Am I in the right room here? Talking about asses and wiping asses.
We are. We're
Obviously,
talking about bidets, brother.
obviously.
Can't be right. I have to go. See you guys.
Oh, no,
I've been all over
We're
Europe.
talking about bidets, the one you use
Join
like
the
a water
party.
fountain.
I've
My
been in a
brother
lot of
thought he had
places
a
in
house with a
Europe.
water
They all have
fountain in his
bidets, but there ain't no way I'm going to use one, man. No.
I'll
I'm
tell
used-
you right now, John. I'm telling you right now, brother, you're missing out. And besides the fact that it gets you clean, they're just a load of fun.
I use the neighbor's swimming pool, and I rinse it out in the pool.
I could just see that thing squirting my nutsack because my balls are getting right in the way.
Still have
There's
to wipe,
nothing
though?
better.
Don't you have
It's a
to wipe?
jacuzzi.
You just pull your freaking drawers up all wet ass?
No,
I mean,
you still
I
gotta
don't
wipe,
know.
but
No, your
still,
wife got to blow dry it.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Just the toilet paper money
So
savings.
you're
a
just
year.
adding to the equation.
No, you need a bidet with an air dryer. You know, like the hand
Right.
dryers.
Right.
Yeah.
And the heated tank
That
and the
makes
little
more
air
sense.
dryer and the
Yeah.
oscillating fucking washing machine.
Yeah, then you're sitting on the toilet for 3 hours, your legs are so numb you can't get up off it.
I know, but it's worth
Exactly.
it. Worth
My
it.
legs fell asleep an hour ago.
I know. Hey, but
My
at least
brother
you got
bought
nice
his new house. He
water.
thought he had a water fountain in his bathroom.
At least you got nice warm water shooting up your ass the whole time.
That's right.
I don't like nothing touching my asshole.
You lying fuck.
I'm going to have to agree with him on that. That sounds a little asszophobic right there.
Yeah.
There's a little. It's a
Little
little
bit,
much.
yeah.
I mean, that would be like getting a fourth
Hey,
enema every time you take
My
a
brother
shit.
used to
Jam
shove-
your thumb up
your
here
brother
one
used to
time
shove
in the
matchbox
second thing and
cars
I
up
got
his
man left.
You saw
He's
if you saw what we
protestant,
have
right?
the shit in my hunting shacks, a bidet sounds pretty good because we have a porta potty that's sitting over a hole in the middle of the woods, and we have a milk house heater in there that keeps it warm with a light on in there because you have to because of the wolves and crap. But the heater went out on it. But as long as you don't look down in there, it's not so bad. But we have people that refuse to go in there.
Yeah, what happens if a snake
like,
comes up and bites you in the ball
I ain't
sack?
going in there. No,
What
no.
happens if a snake bites your nuts?
Well, they don't bite your nuts.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny because this is a newer, we had an old, an outhouse for about 30 years. It used to be a fish house, an outside ice house. And we built it into an outhouse, and the one time I was sitting there, it was in the summer when we were doing work on the place, and I felt something across my feet. And I looked down and there was a garter snake going across my ankles. It woke me up a little bit. It didn't freak me out. But then that winter, I'm in there and I could hear something. I looked down and I looked, and there's a, not a mink, but a weasel looking up at me through a hole, pure white. We had this weasel that lived out at our shack for about 4 years, and we knew it was getting into both the trailer house and our house. But I tell you what, those things are mice-eating machines. We didn't mind having him around.
Better than having a cat.
Yeah,
yeah,
but he wasn't
we
white
got
after
the
you
two.
got done.
Now we got a porta potty so they don't get in there. So, yeah. And if you're a snake and you want to go in that hole, I give you credit. Ick.
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding.
This is a
Well,
really
anyway.
shitty conversation.
Well, we want to, with all that being said, we want to welcome everybody to Renegade Radio, episode 14 of season 5. I'm your host with the most, Frankie Slauson, along with Max Payne, Mama T, John Roberts, Mad Doug, Antique Man, and the legendary Screaming Sam. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And last but not least, right? Say the best for last. Today is our 85th episode So congratulations, everybody. We made it to 85. We're alive in 85.
Alive and staying alive at 85.
Next week will be our last episode. Well, our season 5 finale episode for the 5th season. We're still going to have a guest, Mr. Tim Langford from Too Slim and the Tail Draggers. He'll be our guest for next week. Tonight, we do actually have a guest that's going to be joining us, but I'm not going to say who. It's just going to be a surprise because he agreed to come on at 6 o'clock. And you know, with my connections, you don't know who it could be. You know,
mystery.
I figure I never hardly do any mystery guests at all. So you can guess all you want, but I'm sure you're probably not going to be close at all. But that maybe you might be. I don't know. That'd be a surprise.
Hey, I have a cat like that too. Mine's called Missy.
My cat knows every time I'm on this show, she always every time I'm on, she jumps on my lap. She just wants to know. She got to steal some.
It's a cat.
That's right. Yeah. She loves all your attention, you know. But
my cat will be in here soon and jump on mine too. She's always in the way. Looks just like yours, black and white. Mine's white with white, black and white face.
There you go.
Mittens.
Well, you know, we want to get this out of the way with you know, we like to talk about sports and all that, but John, I'm going to play this for you just to get it out of the way, and then if you want to, you can talk about the game.
My name's Tyler, and I'm a masochist. But instead of physical pain, I like emotional pain. And that's why I'm a fan of the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know what I love more, missing the playoffs at the last moment or limping into them and losing immediately. Either way, we don't get a good draft pick, which keeps our franchise in the middle of the pack perpetually. I wasn't always like this, but after a lifetime of heartbreak, I've learned to love the pain. If I didn't, I would be pessimistic, bitter, overweight, and drunk every weekend. And then how could I possibly fit in with other Vikings fans? Masochists. Not all of us wear leather and chains. Some of us wear purple and gold.
And with that, John, you might as well give us our weekly Vikings report.
They could have won the game, and they didn't. They should have won the game, and they didn't. How you can get the lead with 50 seconds left and let them return the kickoff? They would have been better off kicking it in the end zone and giving them the ball at the 35-yard line than letting them run back to the 58 fucking yard line. And after that, it was a done deal. All they had to do was kick a field goal. The Vikings should have won. They didn't. Our quarterback still needs a lot of work. He technically is still a rookie, and I know how it goes. He looked brilliant on that last drive. Where were you the rest of the game? Our defense played great. I mean, they won because they kicked 4 field goals. If you win a game kicking 4 field goals, you gave the game away. And that's all I got to say.
Well, I just got to say our Steelers they won, but they still look bad.
Well, at least they won.
Does anybody else have any teams that they like at all? Or how about you, Max? Are you a football guy at all? Or?
No, it's funny because, you know, I have one team I'm really fond of, and partly because I worked for them. I was really lucky. When I first moved to Los Angeles, when I graduated from school, one of my first jobs was I was a handheld cameraman for the Raiders in the Coliseum.
Ooh,
and so I fell in love with the Raiders and the whole organization. So, and on top of that, they just fit me because they're just nasty fuckers, you know? And I love that about them. I love the black and silver fucking mentality. So I don't care whether they win or lose. My wife and I were just talking about it. We're close enough to Vegas. We're going to go down, if not this season, next season, we're going to go see the Raiders. So I don't really, it's funny because I listen to you guys. I know how passionate you are about Minnesota, and I honestly love Minnesota, man. I'm old enough to remember Fran Tarkington and that whole era.
Steelers beat them.
Of the Vikings. So, you know, and I love the Vikings, and, you know, they've had a couple of they were there, you know, a few moments in the last little while. I empathize like crazy with you. But I just, I divorced myself from caring about that kind of loyalty because in the end, it does one thing. It fucks you really hard. And so I don't do that no more. I just love the game, and I can just pull up like I watched Alabama and Oklahoma this weekend, and it was just a fucking great football game, So I love the game. As long as the game's good, I don't give a shit who's playing.
That's funny you said that because I lived out in California for a while, up in the East Bay. I lived in Concord, but I had some really good friends in San Leandro. And so they're huge Raider fans because that's right next to Oakland,
Right.
It's a suburb of Oakland. And so I spent a lot of time with these guys, but there's a lot of Vikings fans on the West Coast. It's crazy when you talk about the Fran Tarkingtons and the Chuck Formans. We used to get together and play, just a bunch of us guys would get together and play tackle football every Saturday afternoon at some school football yard. And you'd be surprised how many guys were wearing Vikings jerseys. But them San Leandro guys, they're huge Raider fans. And then you go, a lot of them people there were Niner fans though too. But I liked Oakland back then, even though they wreaked havoc on everybody back in Ardent. They're laying out there like the Frank Tarkingtons.
The Steeler fans travel well, pal.
I lived in San Diego too, and so it's so funny you say that because when you'd go to a San Diego game, like when Denver or Seattle or the Raiders would come to San Diego, we went to a lot of Chargers games. A lot. I love tailgating at the Chargers games. And when you'd go to the Chargers games, half the stadium was the opposing team. It's it's really powerful.
I liked the Chargers back then because of Eric Coryell. Dan Fouts, Charlie Joyner, John Jefferson. Those guys were like, they started a whole new thing in the NFL.
We beat them
anyway,
too.
Frankie, see what you started?
We beat them too. We beat them in the Super Bowl too, pal. Come on, keep naming teams that you like that we spanked in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
I can tell you 6 of them.
Yeah.
It's good conversation. hey, it's just, you like talking about sports. You're a sports fan. Why not? And I know you're passionate about it because for as long as I've known you, you've been passionate about it, and even longer.
If you want to get me going, let's start talking hockey.
Oh,
if you want to get me going.
Yeah, I think we beat Minnesota in the Stanley and going to the Stanley Cup that year too.
I do know that
that might not happen for a while.
Well, I do know that TJ Oshie is he works for ESPN now. I do know that.
Yeah, he's doing stuff for them. It's too bad he had the back issues because he still had a few years left in him.
I liked him,
and he's a great kid. He's a great player. He played the game the right way.
Killer boy.
So
yeah, he's. I remember calling him. I was calling his games when he was in high school because I do high school hockey games on the radio up here. And Section 8, Minnesota Section 8, this part of Minnesota. Minnesota is the hockey state. But this little northwest Minnesota corner, Section 8, there's 2 classes of hockey in Minnesota. There's 90 teams, whatever it is. The AA and the A both came out of Section 8. And this is against the teams like Edina and Minneapolis, St. Paul, and all of these. But both state titles were won by this little chunk of Minnesota. So you can talk all the hockey shit you want, but we know what's going on up here.
Rose on road.
I know. I have a niece who played hockey around there. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
There's a
can
lot
I
of
say
opportunities
something
for girls now in hockey, college-wise. A lot of scholarships out there for hockey players around here. I know a ton of kids, girls. I'm friends with their parents and stuff that got full 100% free scholarships to play hockey. At a decent university. So my kid played hockey. A lot of his friends were on scholarships and left early to go play juniors. they'd take off their sophomore year in high school. You wouldn't see them again, because they went off somewhere else to go play hockey. But we all knew there's always somebody, but it's the way it is around here.
What do you want to say about Latif? Something important to you.
All I really know about sports is that I play for both teams.
What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
I don't think you're talking about sports, Mama T.
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
talking sexually.
It's a workout. It's a sport.
We're not talking having sex with all those athlete stuff, dude. Come on now.
No, that's not. No, I didn't say that.
Well, no, I said that. It sounds like you're trying to hold
I
yourself
really know
up.
about sports.
Yeah, okay.
What team people play for?
Their team.
Don't worry, Mama T. I'm with you.
We can't hear you at all.
I'll go with the car guy. Never paid attention to sports.
I'm not really a sports guy myself, but it's like because I've been watching more on TV and stuff, and I like watching hockey. I got the ESPN Plus stuff. It's like, so that's kind of fun to watch. Because it's like every game you want to watch out of market, whatever, no big deal. What are you gonna say? I take, man, because you got muted there or something.
Oh, I'd say after I transitioned out earlier.
What? You cut out.
I said I'm going to try out to be a cheerleader.
Well, I mean,
shut up.
Antique Man.
Now you're striking a nerve.
See, I know you were. See, I think, man, while you were gone, coming up to Fargo and not coming to see us and all, but seeing your family or whatever, I may have found out where you actually live. I may have found your house, and I may have did this maybe to you. Well, this is obviously a video, but it's not a real thing. But it could have been funny if it would have been if you were been involved with this. So here we go.
I farted in some random dude's window.
I'm just picturing you sitting in that chair, and it's like somebody randomly come to your house, and while you eat popcorn or whatever, and watch a movie.
You do find some good videos, Frankie.
Oh, I try.
Good,
Lots of research, I tell you. Lots of research, I tell you. Education. What to do for this.
Farts are
For all of
funny
us
no
sick
matter what
fuckers
they're
that think
doing.
parts are funny.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I do it.
Funny no matter what.
You know what else?
There is one exception. When you can't trust them, and it's yourself. I mean, it's funny when it's somebody else, but if somebody else can't trust the fart, and they're but when it's you, I can't trust farts.
No,
but we know exactly why. Like when it comes to like holidays and stuff, why a lot of us, probably John too, and Sam and maybe Max too. You guys probably don't like putting decorations out in your outside area in your yard because maybe you deal with the struggles like this guy does.
Stuck on the goddamn ladder. Piece of fucking shit.
'Tis the season to be jolly, huh?
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. What the hell's it stuck on?
You want me to take over?
No.
Why?
Why the hell would you take over all of a sudden?
I don't know. Because they're doing a shit job?
Fuck you, dude.
Just kidding, damn. You're really mad right now.
I'm a little bit upset. See what I fucking mean? I'm about not gonna fucking do this. This is bullshit. Bust every fucking blob and throw them away. I don't care if it looks like dog shit. This is where he's gonna stay. I know why nothing's working out.
Why?
Because I don't have a beer.
Oh, yeah. What were you thinking, man?
I don't know. Obviously I wasn't thinking. Oh, that's well worth it.
You don't have those problems at all, do you guys? Ever?
All the time. I plug them in, they all work. I put them up, I plug them in, they don't work.
That guy was me.
I know. That's why I found that video. I figured that's you. That's John Roberts here.
When you're 6'6", 350 pounds, you do your damnedest to stay away from fucking ladders.
Yeah, I suppose.
Good point.
Because then everybody wants to have a ladder match with you, I'm sure.
Oh, just
Yeah,
besides that, I don't want to fall.
I'm pretty lucky at my house. I don't have to climb ladders for our Christmas lights because of my deck and our overhang of our house comes down low enough so I can do all that. And then I've got these ginormous pine trees behind my house, and I have the laser lights that go to them from the ground. So it looks like I got these huge Christmas trees. So it's not too bad. It still sucks doing it, but
do you I bet you dress up your dogs as reindeer, I bet you, huh?
No, I don't. My corgi would get really pissed if I did. They'd be embarrassed. I don't have girly dogs. I have dogs. I got male dogs. Not dress me up like a fucking reindeer dogs.
Yeah, you don't have cursed dogs.
Oh, I think it'd be a cute little family Christmas photo, you and your wife and the dogs and everything, all dressed up like Santa's village or whatever, you know. I don't know. It's an idea for you. Cute. There you go. I give you an idea. You're welcome.
It's a shitty idea.
Well, here's another idea. Something you probably never thought you'd ever see in your entire life, but thanks to AI, this is what we get.
Mr. Rogers! I can't believe I'm actually meeting you.
Well, hello there, Chris. I'm very glad you're here.
Man, you have no idea how much this means to me.
It means a lot to me, too. Would you like to have a seat, Chris?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Oh, man!
My, that chair didn't last
I'm
long.
sorry. I think I just destroyed your furniture.
Just a little pinch, Chris. That's all they need.
A pinch. Got it. Easy peasy.
Right over the top.
There you go. They're hungry little guys, huh? Maybe a bit more.
Chris, wait.
And a little extra for dessert.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
Chris, would you like to help the trolley get us to make-believe today?
Would I? Oh, yeah. Let me at it. And full speed ahead.
Well, that was a little faster
That was
than
awesome.
usual.
Whoa. Look at this place. It's like a storybook jumped right off the shelf.
Welcome, good sir.
You talk. The king talks.
And I give high fives.
Ah, a tiger in a sweater just offered me a high five. My life is complete.
Glad you're here, neighbor.
Guess what, neighbors? I'm here to fix your zoning problem.
Wait, no, not the front.
Oh, too late. And there goes the
My
wall.
house! My whole house! Sir, you
I
can't.
can and I did.
You're paying for this, Buster.
Hey, Officer Clemens, I was just testing the local greenery.
Chris, you know this isn't the place for that. Hand it over.
Right, my bad.
And the bottle.
It was almost empty anyway.
Come on, let's go have a talk with King Friday.
You think you're better than me, your majesty? Huh? Little felt crown, fancy castle wall?
Good, sir. Perhaps you should
Don't
calm
tell
yourself.
me to calm down, beard guy. I pay taxes.
Oh, my.
Hey, everybody. Guess who's moving in? Big man coming through. Oops. Tiny tree down. You're welcome. Who needs a trolley when you got these legs, huh? Drawbridge? More like fall bridge? King Friday, I'm your new landlord. Rent's overdue.
Chris, you can't stay here like this. You're drunk, and you need to leave now. This is not how neighbors treat each other.
You asshole, cardigan boy!
Get out, Chris.
For the love of God and all things holy.
What a guy. What a guy.
Now, I know there was probably only one time when it actually looked like the real Chris Farley, and that was probably in the scene where he's destroying stuff. But other than that,
Getting it looked like him a little bit.
yeah. I mean, it's getting better, but it's still, I mean,
Yeah.
still needs a little bit of work anyway.
Would have lost to humanity.
Last night.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Right.
You know that Chris Farley was actually supposed to be the voice of Shrek originally. It wasn't Mike Myers. Yeah, Mike Myers was not really the original person they wanted. They actually have footage on YouTube that you can watch of the first half or whatever of Chris Farley using his voice as Shrek. It was some animation. So yeah. Well, yeah, but that's copyrighted material. All these things that I'm showing you is not copyrighted. None of it's copyrighted. Well, maybe some of it probably is, but not all of it though. Not severe copyright. Not tear us down and shut our channel down or whatever. Anyway, so
by the way, I'm doing a show on Cano X tomorrow, 1310 Cano X, 3 to 6. If anybody wants to catch a talk show, I have no idea what my topic will be yet.
You could talk about.
We'll figure it out.
Talk about Frankie Sauce.
We could do that.
You talk about Mad Dog.
Mad
The funny
Dog.
thing is whenever I do these talk radio shows, the next day our shows at Grand Forks Best Source, the numbers are just through the roof. And it's because I think after all my years, and this is what it's the only thing I can attest it to, but is people are like, oh, that's what he's doing now. So they're just checking it out. But yeah, I'll give us a shout out tomorrow. I'll give us a shout out.
Yeah, be great because I don't know. I mean, I can go on and on about being bitter about the numbers and everything, but I'm not bitter. I'm happy that it's been a good year. I mean, to me, honestly, 2025. I mean, all the years that we've been doing this has been great, but this year seems to be more that bucket list type of year because I don't know about you, but for me, there's been some people that were on my bucket list for a long time that I finally got to have a conversation with. And
I had a talk with my business partner today, and he said the numbers on Renegade Radio are really, really good.
Really?
He said it's surprising. That's what he said.
So how would you rank us compared to all the shows that you have? I know Dirty Thursday probably be the number one show, but what do you think we'd be ranked at? Because we've been on now. I mean, I know I don't do stuff every Saturday, but but when I do, I try. I try to give the best of what I can offer at least to make it.
Oh, you'd be top 3 or 4, I'm guessing.
Wow, really?
Because that beer podcast is pretty good, and top 5 anyway. Icky does well. Icky Ichabod. He does well.
How does my show do?
So yeah, there's what?
How does my show do?
What? Yours up there
you have
too.
A show?
I mean, when you think about it, because now, you guys have been on there long enough now that you're part of the rotation, and so yeah. Because after that, everything we do is random. You don't know who the guests are. I'm guessing if we brought back our original Wednesday show, Common Sense Uncensored, with the original host, that might shake things up. But so it might be top 6. But everybody, we're both of you guys are top 5. So and then because after that, with 2 days a week are just human interest, that kind of stuff. A lot of nonprofit stuff. So yeah.
Do you think it's because
are good?
Do you think it's because of the? Do you think it's because of the interviews, or do you think it's because of just the way we do our banter and everything? Like if I'm doing a show where everybody's bantering or whatever. Okay, all right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't know.
That's right. See, I never asked about it. I never asked for something.
Yes, it's all because of Screaming Sam and Antique Man, myself. I don't know. And Mama T.
And we play on the Buzz. We play Grand Forks Best Source commercials 3 times in 1 hour. Figure that should help a little bit.
Wow.
You never actually seen the show, have you?
No.
He doesn't know
I've seen one. I don't watch you guys. I don't watch anything. I don't watch any of my stuff. I've been listening to myself because of all of my years in radio. It was always recorded the day before. I'd be running a construction crew listening to me on the radio that I recorded the night before, and I hated it. But I don't like listening to me. I can't stand listening to me. I don't watch any of my own shows. I've only watched a couple of episodes of GFBS, and that was to show people what I did. Otherwise, I don't I don't. So
you got a face for radio, John.
Yeah, that's never been
I know I
said
do.
before.
No,
Exactly.
you are good. No, when I listen to like your commercials, I'm on your show every morning.
I know you are, and I appreciate it, man.
I
appreciate it. I got some guys coming in tomorrow for a big beard and mustache contest for November. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
They were here in Pittsburgh a couple of months ago. I was supposed to go down when I had my big. They asked me. My friend goes every year because he got a big turn up. He goes, "Why don't you come down? They got a category for your mustache." When I had the big mud chops, I said, "Nah." He said, "Come on down, man. You're gonna win." I'm like, "No." I should have went. They did that a couple of months ago. I think they do that all around every city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tony
mine will be coming off here.
Oh, God.
Mine will be coming off in December, I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see.
I just took mine off tonight.
Yeah.
I took mine off tonight. But Tony wins a contest, the biggest badass in Pittsburgh. My brother won.
Thanks, brother.
Well, if he did win,
Thanks,
then this would be his, he wouldn't win a money prize. This would be his reward.
And the smallest penis. It's an innie.
No, this would be the reward that Mad Dog will get if he actually won the contest.
A chocolate and vanilla drizzled board gets a Belgian waffle, more vanilla and chocolate sauce, Reese's Pieces. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 giant scoops of vanilla ice cream, more sauce, more Reese's Pieces, another freaking Belgian waffle, more vanilla and chocolate sauce, chocolate chips, a huge slice of chocolate cake, fried Oreos, 2 house-made donuts with a cookies and cream Hershey bar, Kinder Bueno, a giant chocolate cupcake, Hershey bar, more Kinder Bueno, more Hershey bars, a drumstick ice cream, more chocolate and vanilla sauce, whipped cream, and sprinkles. This is the Wow Waffle Tower from Elm Street Diner in Norwalk, Connecticut.
I have one thing to say about that. That is one. The one word covers that
What?
dessert.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
That's rope
My
porn right
wife's so
there.
big, I bought her candy underwear on Valentine's. I got diabetes eating them.
Well, then you get what you deserve, then. Huh?
Diet Coke on the
You think anybody could eat that?
Wash it
Oh,
down
you-
with
oh,
Diet
you
Coke.
could.
I got a shit right now.
20 years ago, I could have.
I got a shit watching that being made.
Well,
Yeah.
but as
30
human
years,
beings,
maybe 30 years ago, I could have.
as human beings, it's hard to maintain stuff sometimes. So, maybe a little advice is what we need.
It's hard being a person, isn't it? It's hard. All the stuff you got to do just to take care of you. Just the physical maintenance of you. All the brushing and the cleaning and the wiping of you. It's like you're your own pet. And some people don't take care of their pet very well. They're walking around, their hair's messed up, they don't look like they eat right. Just the checklist of stuff you have to do to get out of the house to look somewhat decent. I saw a guy walking down 6th Avenue this summer. I'm walking the other way. Businessman, perfect. Suit, tie, leather shoes, briefcase, perfect glasses, perfect hair, fly open, 1 testicle out. Just didn't check that 1 box. Just on his way to a meeting. Probably on his way back from a meeting. No, that's the other thing. As an adult, no one tells you. They probably looked him right in the eye in that meeting. Look at this guy. He has no idea. I'm not going to tell him. I got my own problems. I don't know if I put on deodorant today. No one tells you. You're completely alone. When you're little, they tell you, hey, zip up your fly. Put on deodorant. Brush your teeth. No, now you're totally on your own. Even your wife or your husband won't tell you. You got to talk to yourself all day long. Give yourself little pep talks like a crazy person. I got my wallet, got my cell phone. Okay, I got my keys. Okay, it's going to be a good day. Going to be a good day. The only difference between you and a crazy person is they say it out loud on the street. I got my wallet, got my cell phone. It's going to be a great day. You're looking at him, this guy's nuts. We don't yell like that. No, we don't. We've got our act together. We should get some ice cream.
Any thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, it was me.
I don't have one.
I wonder what kind of
testicle
meeting
hanging
he was
out of
coming
my
from. Maybe an alley meeting.
I usually have a testicle hanging out of the bottom of my pants, but not on my zipper.
No.
Yeah, you can't wear shorts.
That's right. That's right.
Shorts.
Short
I mean, I got my wallet and I got my cell phone, not my testicle hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine just going to work and all of a sudden everybody's like saying hi to you and looking at you funny and you don't know why. You know? You just think it's just normal. Maybe they're having a bad day or something. You know?
Just the one box. Just the one
Well,
box.
it's funny because of the shoes I wear. I'm known for a type of shoe.
wallet? Is that your wallet? Is your testicle hanging out?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on whether it's cold or not, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, up where we live, it is. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be cold up by yins already, right?
Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Actually, today was pretty nice. We were about 50 degrees and sunny.
Wow,
we still have a lot of green. All the grass is still green. None of the trees. Most of the trees are bare now. Yeah, it's weird because a lot of times we have 3 feet of snow on the ground by now.
Yeah,
I mean, there's people out mowing and using mowers right now.
It's 32 right now. It was really nice yesterday.
Yeah, I'm scheduled to call 3 days of snowmobile racing in about a month, and it's an ice race on a lake. And if they don't start making ice real soon, we won't be doing it. That'll suck because I'll lose a lot of money.
That's what I said. You guys are usually up to your ass by now, right?
Well, just so you
sometimes,
know that, go ahead.
Last year we had a great winter. The year before we had a lot of snow, a lot. But it's you never know. I mean, I said 50 degrees right now with no wind. It's pretty nice out for up here.
Yeah.
But is it nice enough for you to do something? Is it nice enough for you to do something like this though?
I've never been so American in my life!
That's fucking
I
awesome.
followed that guy, and
that's badass.
He got so many different cars, cool cars.
That kid's
It's
amazing. He
unbelievable.
bought a Rolls Royce not too long ago and put a diesel truck engine in it.
Oh, so this guy has
that wouldn't be that hard to do. It's just a frame with the motor and everything on it, and a piece, a couch or whatever. But he's just stepping on the brake and flooring it because there's no weight to it. It'd be easy to spin the tires.
But you ought to see what this guy
But
does.
it
He
looks
buys
pretty cool.
Hellcats. He buys like a Hellcat with a blow motor, and he'll put something else in it, like an airplane motor.
No,
or
he made a
something.
4-wheel drive out of it.
Yeah, he made a 4-wheel drive. He's nuts.
Well, that'd be something, and a whole complete different world right there.
Yeah, he has his own shit. I told you he bought a Rolls Royce and he put a diesel engine from a boat or something in there.
No, it was a Cummins engine.
Cummins diesel.
Well,
He's out
think
of his
about
mind.
it. Rolls Royce, Cummins, they were both the best motors back in airplane, like World War II.
Yep.
They were. It's like now, I've raced snowmobiles and was doing that for a while, but you have Bombardier, Bombardier, which is Skidoo, but they're the ones that make Rotax motors, which are like all the ultralights and small airplanes are Rotax. So you know what's good and what's not, and those names just stick with you. But those are some of the names back then that were just the go-to thing,
Oh yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Well, it's not nice weather to do that. Do you think it'd be nice weather to do this at all?
I almost kind of feel bad about this one. We got a couple weeks worth of plops. Rain soaked, super mushy. What the? I'm getting sued. Oh my gosh.
Gotta be anybody.
No, and no.
I saw
no.
that.
I would kill that.
I saw that. I'd do the same thing. If you've had conversations with them, you know, in a respectful way, and they still don't fix it, I'd do the same thing.
Oh, that was that guy's dog that did all that.
Yeah.
No, that was his
Thought
wife.
I'd be taking his shit in his front
fault.
porch.
That was
Not
his
the
wife.
dog's fault. Yeah, it's the
I
owner's
took
fault.
shit on my neighbor's porch because his dog was shitting in my yard for a couple of months. So I went over and shit in his yard when I was drunk one night.
Did you really?
Yes.
You got footage of that at all?
I ain't got no photos of it. I was drunk. I went up and I shit on his front porch. Holding on to the banister, I took a big dump right on his porch. I didn't wipe or nothing. My wife's yelling at me, screaming. His dog never see. You know what he did? His dog would shit in his yard. He'd throw it over in my yard. I don't even have a dog, and I'm cleaning dog shit out of my yard. So I saw him one day. So I come home drunk. I got out of my car and I walked over on his porch and I took a shit right on his fucking porch.
Well,
I would have liked to see him get up the next morning and walk out his door and go.
Well,
I heard a bunch of scream. I was so drunk, I didn't know I did it until my wife told me.
Since most of you guys,
I'm way too particular where I shit.
Since most of you guys are married, have you and your wife ever had a cheat day at all?
So I got Taco Bell and McDonald's because I didn't know what you want to splurge on.
What do you mean? We're on a diet.
Yeah, today's our cheat day. We discussed this.
That was fun.
I think there's been a slight misunderstanding.
Just had to ask, you know.
Whoopsie. Sorry.
Oh, boy, he got a good cheat day.
Yeah.
She got Taco Bell and McDonald's. He got a cute little blonde.
Good trade.
Yeah, he's going to have diarrhea and he got laid.
Well, thank God she didn't get the food from this guy at all.
We understand you're here getting curbside pickup. How are you liking the service so far?
It's wonderful. I just sucked this lung dart and let them big boys load me up.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Adeline.
Ah, God, I pulled a fucking muscle in my asshole.
Where is he going?
What was
Where
that?
is he going?
I don't know.
Is he going to the woods with the roller skates? Is he delivering to a homeless person down in the woods?
Something like that, I guess. I don't know.
We used to have a restaurant that come out and delivered your food on roller skates.
I don't know. I'm sure. Well, Tom's yelling AI, but just like like I said, we're coming along pretty well. I think just gotta have to go in a better direction. I think that's all. Oh. Well, anyway, let's take a quick piss break before our guest comes in, and we'll be right back here with our surprise guests here, right here on Frankie Sausage Renegade Radio. We're right back.
Oh, Miami played a guitar on MTV.
that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, them guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We gotta install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. Oh, see the little person with the earring and the makeup. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. That little person got his own jet airplane. That little person, he's a millionaire. We gotta install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. Hoover. Custom kitchens, deliveries. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. Look here, look out. I should've learned to play the guitar. I should've learned to play them drums. Look at the mama, she got it sticking in the camera. Man, we can have some fun. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noise. What's that? Banging on the bongos like a whirlwind. Ooh. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing. Get your chicks for free. Yeah. We gotta install microwave ovens, custom kitchen delivery. We gotta move these refrigerators. We gotta move these color TVs. Hey. Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. That ain't working. That's the way to do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. Yeah. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Yeah. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Yeah. Get your money for nothing and the chicks for free. Yeah. Oh.
Listen now, Melvin.
Money for nothing and the chicks for free.
I want my
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
Yo, it's your Renegade Ringmaster, Frankie Slauson, and you've just crash-landed into Renegade Radio. the podcast that's part rock show, part fever dream, and 100% certified Midwestern mayhem. We've had guests that'll blow your mind and tickle your nostalgia bone. Paul Myers, brother of Mike Myers, talking John Candy and comedy gold. Bill Kinnison, brother of Sam Kinnison, dropping truth bombs like it's 1989. Ron Wasserman, the dude who made Go Go Power Rangers a battle anthem. Jay David from Dr. Hook. Robbie V, son of Bobby V. Max Hightower, bluesman extraordinaire. And that's just the tip of the Renegade iceberg. And guess what? We go live every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Facebook. That's right, real-time Renegade action with Frankie and friends. Tune in, laugh hard, and maybe learn something weird.
All right. We are here, and welcome back to Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio, right here on Facebook and StreamYard. We are going with the gang here, and our special mystery guest, who was technically supposed to be our guest originally anyway, but I kind of jumped the gun, and we kind of did an interview last week ahead of time, but I felt bad, and I know you guys probably were a little upset with me that, you didn't get a chance to ask any questions, so I asked if you'd come back and make a guest appearance, and so, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed Weigel, voice actor.
Welcome.
Good morning, Ed. How you doing, buddy?
He's a voice actor that has a sound problem. We can't hear you at all. Yeah.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you at all. You gotta unmute yourself. Nope, can't hear you at all.
It must be you got a plug-in mic. You got a button on your plug-in mic. Okay.
He has a studio and everything in his place.
Yeah. Nope.
Can't hear you at all.
Well, I'll do it for you. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm your voiceover guy for the evening.
Okay.
Welcome to Renegade Radio.
Don't be mocking our guests now.
I'm only teasing. I love them.
Oh, nothing. Can't tease her or can't.
Hey, can you hear me now?
No, can't hear you.
Hit the mic
we
button.
can't hear you, buddy.
Why you try to come back in the room? Like just log out or go out and then come back in. Because sometimes that happens. Yeah.
I switched rooms.
Here, now I'm going to do my imitation of Elmer Fudd.
That's the way I thought it was.
How about you finish him? Oh, I ate that rabbit, frickin' turkey, rhyme, fucking.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay, how about now? There we are. Okay. An audio guy, you would think I knew what the hell I was doing.
You think?
Here we are.
Now.
No, I am Frankie, I'm so glad you burned that last interview because Daddy got into the scotch a little early that day. And I'm glad you didn't hear that.
No, I watched it. I heard
you did? Yeah. And I'm flipping off the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and every other damn thing. I don't want that to go out.
I'm Mad Dog, and I watched it. I loved it when you were talking about Porky Chedwick because me and my brother, Screaming Sam, we grew up in Mount Washington, and Porky Chedwick lived near us. He used to walk around our neighborhood in his golden coat and said, "Pork the torque."
I have a picture with Porky Chedwick in my car.
Do you really?
I won a trophy, and he gave me the trophy for the car, and then he took a picture with me in front of my car.
I've got I just got his. Let me just duck over here a little bit. Jeannie. He's a dear friend of mine. He was my mentor, and that's Rich Nader. Rich was, of course, a promoter from Pittsburgh, who started the original rock and roll oldies things at Madison Square Garden in New York City. And I've got all kinds of stuff coming back from him. But Porky was a dear friend. We had his 93rd birthday party here in Venice, Florida, when he was living down here. And, nice. He lived until 96, I think.
And yeah, I've got
Those are sweetheart.
I got his rocking chair out on my living room. I just got it down here, and I've got my son and the little girl that he loves and actually lives here. They're having a little baby, so that'll be great for them with the baby. They can nurse the baby and everything.
I went to school with his sons. He was a great guy, Porky.
Oh, his son, Jimbo
died.
One passed away, Jimmy.
Well, Jimbo, many years ago, and then Paul also passed away.
Yeah.
But
I went
great
to school
people.
with Jimbo.
Did you really? Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo had a tough life. He
Yes.
we all know what happened to him, but
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Porky used to walk around Mount Washington with them gold rimmed glasses. And
oh yeah,
just
yeah.
the light of Mount Washington, boy.
This is Pork the Torque, the daddy of the radio.
The platter pushing Papa, the boss
You're
man.
pushing Papa.
Pork the
He
Torque,
was on
the daddy
106.
of the radio. Yeah.
He was the only one on white guy on 106 Whammo. He lit up Whammo like you wouldn't believe.
Well, he was also. I think Porky was probably the first white guy on the Eastern Seaboard to play exclusively black music, and this was 1948, and that's years before Alan Freed. Alan Freed probably coined the phrase rock and roll in 52, and even when Porky was playing what we came to know as rhythm and blues, that was 1948. And our good friend Jerry Wexler, who was one of the co-founders of Atlantic Records, who lived down here in Sarasota, was a good friend of mine. He coined that. He came up with that phrase when he was a writer for Billboard I'm sorry, not Billboard magazine. Yes, Billboard magazine, and they changed the title probably in 49. So I mean, they were still called Race Records back then. And that was the way that turned out. But Porky was just one of my best buddies. He really was.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we're
I had no
to-
idea you guys knew who that was. That's
Well,
wonderful.
Sam and Mad Dog are from your area, originally, not Florida, but from
Pittsburgh.
actual Pittsburgh.
I had a bar up in Pittsburgh.
We
Up
grew
in
up in
Mount
Mount
You
Washington.
did? No shit.
Yeah, I grew up.
Damn.
We both grew up in Mount Washington, right? We're in the same neighborhood as this.
Son of a bitch. I had no idea. That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man. What a great city. There's just
I
nothing
still
back
live
there
here.
for me now. You do? Oh, you're
Yes,
in
sir.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in the ghetto.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Well, that's
In the
fantastic.
ghetto.
Oh.
And his mama cried.
I got my people here tonight.
That's right. And we love you for it, man. I tell you, because when you and I started communicating and stuff, I'm still like surprised that we actually had a conversation, because it's like you're a busy guy, you have a lot going on in your life, and yet you made time for me, and now you're making time for us. It's like, explain to all these guys, even though they probably already know already, but what is it that you're known for? What is it that you have done in your life?
I'm a voice actor. I mean, for the last 46 years, if you will. When I was 13, I got into the voiceover business. When I was 13, then a couple of years later, I got into radio. Now, normally it's done the exact opposite way. I did everything backwards in my whole career. And, normally, you get into radio and then somebody says, hey, could you do my spots and everything? Everything came after that.
Let me tell you, and you got the greatest voice. Other than John Roberts, you both got the greatest voice I ever heard in my life.
Well, thank you very much for that.
I'm telling you, I can shut my eyes. It sounds like you're listening like a radio show talking to you.
Well,
See, with me, Ed, I'm in 45 plus years of radio, and I have a studio, and I'd love to start doing more voiceover stuff, but I just haven't quite done it yet.
This is what I work out of, the old whisper room over here, and I apologize. I apologize for the mess in here, but I haven't had a chance really to put it all together as much as I'd like to. But I've got all kinds of stuff coming in. But you'll see about 100 years worth of microphones behind me, and this microphone
Oh, I want that.
This used to be the one of the on-air microphones at KDKA.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
I wish I had every microphone I ever worked
KDKA.
with because
Yeah,
things
I mean,
were way different back then.
yeah. Well, I was doing a bunch of stuff back in college. Actually, I was 19 years old, and I was doing stuff for HBO and Cinemax and everything else. And there was a guy named John Anders, who, if you watch the KDKA TV news, audio by John Anders, and he was a dear friend of mine, and he was an engineer, and he hated the sound of the microphone I was using when I was doing the stuff for HBO and stuff, and he would rescue these mics, who they would just like throw them into the transmitter shack to rot. And he's like, that's totally unacceptable. So he would fix these damn things up, and this was one of the ones that he gave me. And
Cool
I used that to do a lot of those national promos that you might have heard back then.
And see, that's I love your voice, and I just like I close my eyes and I hear your voice doing a movie trailer.
Oh, I've done those. Yeah, I've done not as much. That's a unique. That's a really unique thing to get into out in Hollywood, and you almost have to be out in Hollywood to do them. I've done some of that stuff, but I was just never there enough and on focus with that enough to do, because that would have been my dream gig. I've done some trailers and stuff that you might have heard or may not have.
Like what?
Well, boy, the last one, God, it was for Jada Pinkett Smith, and that stupid television show she had. She played a nurse. It's up there on the internet someplace, and probably the most popular thing I did was Aerosmith came out with their first album in 12 years back in 2012. And I was sitting in my studio one Friday afternoon, and I got a call, and there was this guy. He goes, "My name is Casey. I'm sitting here with Steven Tyler, and we would like to use you on some promos." I said, "Yeah, my ass." And he said, "Are you near your computer monitor?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Look me up," and by God, it was true. And he was sitting there with Steven Tyler. Steven wrote kind of a straight version of it, and then I sent that to them. He didn't like it. He said, "No." He said, "I want to take this little bizarre." And they basically made it a parody of all their divorces and food poisonings and bad management and all kinds, and it was fun. So if you look up "Legendary Child" music video, you'll see that, and that's what Stephen wrote for me that time. We were supposed to do 5 more, but Sony didn't like the way that the album sold. Its on sale sucked, and so they pulled the plug, and so we never did any more of them. But we had who was on that? Vega. She was in Spy Kids. She starred in the video, and she was supposed to star in the rest of them. Not Susanna Vega. I can't. Yeah.
Oh, Susanna Vega or Susanna?
Not Suzanne. No, Susanna Vega was the one who did that. Yeah. Oh shit. I can't. Yeah, Vega was the last name. I can't think. I've had a stroke, so forgive me.
Go ahead. Question. What you held up a microphone? I'm into technical stuff. I'm an engineer myself. So is that an SM7 you held up, and what is your favorite?
It's an RCA BK5. Where is it? Oh, that's your cat. I'm thinking it's mine because I've got 5 here. But no, this. I'm losing it. It's an RCA BK5B.
Wow.
Mid-50s.
Do you have a preferred?
So
do you have a preferred mic and a signal chain that you always?
Let me show you something you'll love.
And,
since you're an audio guy, I gotta show you.
I am an audio guy.
I got one of those chairs he had. I got a wrestling chair like that.
Yeah, I gotta show you this thing.
I want that chair you got.
Ever see one of these?
Yeah, Telefunken.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah, from about 1937.
I was gonna say that's like from the Hitler era, for God's sakes.
Well, unfortunately, it's called the Hitler bottle microphone. I had Eddie Soletti redo this thing for me, and it
Wow.
sounds phenomenal. Yeah, and well, let's see
That's
here.
got to be close to priceless, right?
It's you wouldn't believe what it cost me to get it out of Italy.
I believe.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, check. Oh, let me bring a couple of the other ones out over. You know, if you don't mind.
No,
It's like show and tell.
Yeah.
You got an RCA 7?
Oh yeah.
He's lived the Florida life with the shorts and everything. You know?
My wife got this vibrator. Let me get it for you.
Looks like a microphone, yeah.
Boy, is it long.
Go get it.
From KGO 44.
Oh, there you go.
I like that. I like that.
Hang on. Well, here I got this one. Oh yeah.
That's a good one, Sam. Wow.
Oh, go get it and show us, John.
Oh.
Does it stick to the wall?
Yeah, is it sticky?
That was a good one, bro.
No, got me crying. Dude. Jesus.
If I can.
Oh, you're fucked up, dude. I love you,
That
man.
is it, Alexa Pina Vega?
Oh,
Look
geez.
at that.
Oh, wow.
BBC.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
not what you said.
That's
It's big.
badass.
Yeah, that's-
Those are both the RCA.
Is that,
And it's
is that
heavy
the
as
same?
hell.
Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah,
same BBC as it is today?
It
The
works.
same company,
Oh, God, yeah.
BBC.
Yeah, it's got the three things on the back. You know,
That's badass.
a lot of times they'll rewire the things, and I think they ruin them.
Right,
Uh,
right.
Let me set this back down.
Just
My
so
wife
you
got a
know,
BBC too.
You gotta
Yeah,
carry that
she
with.
does.
How heavy is that thing?
Big
You gotta carry that.
That's right. Let's just be
How heavy
uncensored.
is that mic?
Looks really heavy.
Yeah. How heavy
Dude, they're
is it?
heavier than
Ay, ay, ay. That's a
You need to be a
There's a
weightlifter to carry
77A.
Yep, you got the 77. Nice.
Ooh.
That's the 77A.
Now there's John's
1932.
wife,
Do you
And it
also
works.
use like a? Do you
Yeah,
also
I'm gonna
use
put my
a? do you have a
headphones back
preferred-
on because I can't lift any more of this shit, guys. I've had it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Boy,
They're fucking heavy.
these motherfuckers are heavy as hell.
you're done workout now for the day.
Bloody
So
hell.
do you also
Bloody heck.
do you have a preferred? So do you go through a preamp and a compressor and a Pultec equalizer? You do
I
any of that?
actually do use Pultec. The compressor I'm speaking to you on now is shit. Have to get a. It's a. Oh, doggone it. Fuck it. Oh, here we go. Here's my
LA
flashlight.
Is it an LA2A?
No, it's a. I've got a lunchbox. I got a Neve. I got a Neve 1073.
Oh, Neves are.
And then I run it into a Pultec and some other things here.
No.
But yeah.
So Ed, that actress you were
It's all
talking
high.
about,
What's that?
that actress you were talking about, you're talking about Alexa Vega?
Alexa Vega. That's her. Yes. She was the star of that video, and I'm sorry we weren't able to do more things, but that's the way things work out. You have all these concepts, and not all of them go through.
Frankie said you used to do some stuff with the WWF too, huh?
I was the radio voice of WWF. I mean, as when I started, it was still WWF, and that was in September of 2001. And they had this big campaign. It was called "Get the F Out," because Vince finally got sick and tired of getting his balls busted by the World Wildlife Federation. And I said, "Who in the hell in the world would think of WWF and think of a bear and not somebody getting slammed over the head with a chair?" They more Hulk Hogan than they would think about, and So I mean, I was the voice of them for I want to say 24 years, but I'm kind of I think still on their call list because I mean the way it worked, they used to buy the typical radio and television thing, as well as social media, which I never had anything to do with the television or the social media because that was all done up in in Stamford, Titan Towers in New York or whatever, and whenever I got sick with colon cancer, and then I had a stroke. I knew I didn't know how the hell I was going to be able to function with chemo and radiation and all that other horse shit. And so I kind of had to back away from it. But when I did come back, we had some guy who came in and filled in for me for a little while. But by that time, then Vince had his little sex case and all the other nonsense, and ended up selling the company. So when I did come back, they weren't buying the same media time. So when I came back, I think the last WWE spot I did was for Detroit, and that was back on December 30th of last year. So I'm not really not really as active as I was, and nor do I want to be that active either, because I'm in semi-retirement right now.
Let's hear something. Do something like a couple seconds, couple minutes, like a minute or something, maybe a couple seconds. Something that's radio.
2025.
I don't know what I'm looking through. The Tampa Bay Lightning presents Sticks and Stools, live at Corona Boats Bay before tonight's Lightning game at Benchmark International Arena. Here are your hosts, Daniel McBroom, John Senning, and Jay Retcher.
Oh man!
That's just I dug this out of the trash here. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't have any WWE stuff, but get ready for Monday Night Raw.
Max up here. Max was in the WWE.
Yeah.
Max Payne.
I got you. I know who you are. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. No, it was a great time.
Is there a particular client that you've worked for that you really, that is there something that is so easy? I mean, I get it. It's all it's part of the gig, but is there something you really love that you've done work-wise that you feel like separates you from a traditional just great voice talent, which you obviously are?
I really don't. I don't know. I started so young and so early, and I was been lucky enough, blessed to have worked for WWE, WWF, and do the Aerosmith thing and whatever. I don't know. It'd be very difficult for me to separate one specific thing that I've done, because I've had such a blast doing it all.
If ask you a question. Do you have a problem listening to yourself? Like, do you have a problem like I hate listening to myself, looking at myself on the radio or on the
can't look on the radio.
I know John Roberts, he says the same thing. He can't listen to himself. Do you have a problem with that?
I got a tougher time looking at myself.
Somebody got the radio on.
I can relate.
I don't know. Anymore. I just know what I'm supposed to sound like, and if I listen to it, if there's something fucked up with it, let's kill it. Yeah, because ask Frankie the other day, because we did that broadcast, and I was sloshed out of my mind.
I thought it was a good interview. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought you were funny as hell.
I didn't think it was, flipping off and calling WWE a bunch of CSers and stuff. I thought, I don't want that to go out there. But
realize that
but did I mean it? Yes, I meant it.
Hey, you were pissed off at the world that day. I was listening.
Our audience is not that big, unless we are.
Burn Frankie, burn that. I don't want to see that fucking thing.
You know what? Usually by this point in the show, I'm pretty sloshed myself. So, and I've only had this much vodka Coke, so I'm actually doing really good tonight. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm almost out of scotch. I'm kind of pissed off myself. I'm
almost out of scotch. So why you let these guys know kind of like a typical day? Like, what's a typical day for you? Like when it comes to the voiceover stuff.
Honest to God, it depends on what comes over the email. I mean, again, I'm semi-retired, so whenever somebody sends me something, I'm generally ready. It's not like it used to be when I was with WWE, when I would get maybe 40 orders that I had to suddenly, because I never used a script because I knew what was going on. And so I would voice them, produce them, send them out, get them approved by the promoter, which, I had such carte blanche with them. They said, we know what you're going to do, just do it. And these days, when somebody sends me something, it's because I do promos, which is a particularly genre in the voiceover business, and that's really all I have. And they know what they're going to get when they send me something. So whenever I get an email, I just send it, do it, and done. I duck in here to this whisper room and get the job done and hopefully get paid.
So basically, you just wake up in the morning, check your email, and see if there's anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, that's semi-retirement.
I'm hearing extra noise. Is that coming from you, Sam, again? Or
Yeah, somebody got something on.
You can hear.
I thought I heard a radio. Yeah,
I heard people talking. And
no, it's not here.
Oh, people talking now.
Whoops.
There's music downstairs.
Of course, there's Sam
here right now, but
I might have to jump back on because I lost audio here.
What?
Okay.
Did you
That
lose
happens.
it?
We hear you.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I might have to rejoin you.
Oh, okay.
I still hear somebody
Hang
laughing.
on. I might have to duck out and rejoin you here for a second.
Oh, wait.
I told those girls to leave.
Hey, he's awesome, dude.
I hope you guys are enjoying him. Johnny, you fall asleep.
Yeah, I love him. Come on, you radio guys, get in there and start jabbing at him.
I did my interview with him last week, and this is for you guys here.
I got much to say. I mean, dude's done it all.
Can you hear me now?
Now we don't.
Hey, sorry about that. I got kicked off the internet. Our lights went off for like a second.
Oh.
Just enough to shut.
We don't hear you
Now
now.
we can't hear you. Yeah, now we can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh my God.
Oh, we got
You sure?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
We can't hear Ed.
We just can't hear. We can't hear
We hear
Ed.
you. We can't hear the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care about you, Sam. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We don't give a fearless fart. No, we do. We give a big fearless fart.
Are you messing with me?
No,
we can't hear you, John. What did you just say? We can't hear you.
Who's missing?
No, we can hear you. How do you know?
Nope.
No.
Still nothing.
Something must have happened with your audio or something because I don't know. It's just not working.
Did you bump a button or something or a wire?
Just stand there and look at us.
His nose is so big.
We'll ask you yes and no question. Just shake your head.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Write yes and no on a piece of paper and hold it up as we go there. How sad, right? What an irony that the greatest voiceover guy in the country and we can't hear him.
At least you got a few things out of them.
Show.
Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hear me now?
What are you talking about?
John, we can't hear you.
Shut
No,
up.
we can.
He's fucking with you. Sam, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, but
It was
listen,
only-
if I'm telling him we can't hear you, how can you think that I can hear him if he's my man?
Where's our guest?
He's so stupid.
Audio problems.
Yeah,
it looks
but
like.
Mama T, if I'm telling him we can't hear him, he's actually. I can
Now
hear
there we
him.
go. Now let's see what happens this time. How about
There we go.
I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, I didn't touch anything. But a lot of times on some of these live streams, when somebody new comes in, a lot of times that'll knock somebody off. And I've seen that before. Yeah, that could be this situation.
Yeah, we couldn't hear my brother either because he knocked you off.
Oh my God.
Shit, okay.
It happens. Yeah, it's just the technical nonsense.
No, they like to roast both of your brothers and everything.
We in 2025 lived through.
See,
That's
this
right.
is one of the reasons I'm on this show is because First of all, it can't be a complete sausage party. And secondly, somebody's got to keep these two boys in line.
And now I
because
can't
they're
hear
brothers,
you.
And there's
What the blazing?
sibling rivalry. I gotta tell them. I gotta.
Almost.
No, we lost my brother again.
Oh, honey, I don't know what to tell you.
You know what?
No, you're back. Oh, yeah.
I get after him and I tell them, don't make me pull this podcast over.
I can hear Max.
You can't hear me?
Wow, this is bizarre.
That's me. That's Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Hey, my brother got off and knocked him off again.
Well.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I have no idea.
Sound like Ronald Reagan. Well.
Some stuff you want to do
to smack off.
I don't know what. Like so. Okay. So Ed, can you hear us, or you can't hear everybody else?
Hang on. I'm working on it.
Hold on.
I don't think I don't think it's on my end. I think it's up in the sky somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's.
You hear me now?
I think it's network neutrality is what's going on right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm on Elon Musk's little satellite thingy here.
I guess so.
Yeah, and I can hear you.
Okay.
And that's it. So okay, let me duck out again, and I'll try to
one more time.
resurface here.
Yeah, but every time Johnny comes on, he knocks him back off. Now there's Johnny. What are you doing? You knocked him off again.
No, I can't hear. Dude, I don't know what's wrong. My computer keeps going down.
Okay. Please tell me you can hear me.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
John, you're going off. Every time you go off, you knock our guest off.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
John.
So if anybody knocks him off again,
I'm not leaving. If I go on again, I'll just say thank you and good night.
No, Screaming Sam. Every time he goes off, he knocks you off.
Well, that shouldn't happen, right, Frank?
It's StreamYard. I don't know. It's everybody's connection.
That's the way these live streams go. Then
now my computer, the one in the kitchen, keeps cutting out. The one I want to start using, and it kept cutting out. And I'm telling my wife, it's the whole house, and she's like, "No, it isn't." So I come to this computer, it works.
Yeah,
I not a clue.
Anyway. What I'm saying though,
okay,
if these boys misbehave, when these boys, when there's this sibling rivalry, I have to threaten to pull the podcast over and make them walk.
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
we love you, Mama T. That's why you're here.
They need a gatekeeper like you.
We thank God we got it. Right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Master. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's why we call her Mama T.
So Ed, you got any
Mama T.
Ed,
What's
you got any dream gigs that you things you'd like to do, bucket list that you'd like to do that maybe you haven't done, or things that you something in your life you'd like to do as a voiceover talent?
Well, I mean, movie trailers, that would have been nice. But I mean,
Sex with Five.
you know, again, I mean, you can't really, if I were in Venice, California, I might be able to do it, but I'm in Venice, Florida, and that makes it a little bit difficult. And at this point, again, I kind of like the semi-retirement because I worked myself to the bone to the point where, again, I got cancer and a stroke and everything else. And so I'm kind of happy just to be in semi-retirement mode, and I'll do as much as I want to do. When people send me stuff, and I don't turn down anything. Frankie, I think the other day asked me, "Is there anything I wouldn't do?" And I think I misunderstood the question. Certain things I would prefer not to do. Porn.
Johnny said sex with five.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I can imagine you narrating a porn
How old are you?
I'm 50.
How old are you, Ed? Because
Huh?
because the nice thing is, I just turned 60, and I walk with a cane. I need new knees, and I've been beat up. I race snowmobiles and motorcycles and all that crap. But
yeah,
it's nice that we can still use our voice to make money.
Yes, exactly.
That's one nice thing.
Yeah, as long as I can talk. I'm 58.
I'm
58.
65. I got two new knees.
Yeah. 65. Yeah. So, we're all pretty much
I'm
on the
67 and my penis still works.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Wow, that's information we wanted to know.
I really wasn't going to ask you about that, but I mean, thank you for the end.
Thank you, sir.
It's always that guy.
You know,
I'm jealous. You're getting questions I would love to get interviewed with. Because I'd really lay it down on the line.
Just scare everybody away.
I'm 65. I got two new knees. I'm waiting for a hip. Let me see what else there. All because of Max Payne and this wrestling shit.
God
well,
damn it.
That'll knock it out of you. That's for damn sure. I mean, the wrestling stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. I still haven't had.
But the fact that you could do it is amazing to me.
I loved it. I didn't do it as much as Max
couldn't.
did, but I did it on a smaller. I never left Pittsburgh. I wrestled all around here.
Yeah.
And I still was in the ring with some pretty neat people.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I made it to the Pennsylvania Hall of Fame up here, the KSW
You did?
Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was an honor for me. My brother was my manager, Screaming Sam there. He was my manager.
Oh, okay.
We had fun together. We had so much fun, it was ridiculous.
Were you guys on Bill Cardill's show?
Yeah, Bill Cardill's the one that got me started.
That's me back in the day.
I love it.
Same
there you are.
Bill Cardill, you remember little Stevie, the midget, little Stevie, the gatekeeper?
Sure. Yeah.
He started me out. He was my manager. He used to walk me down the ring with a dog chain. And I'd throw him in the ring, and he'd run around the ring, and then he'd go and hit the referee in the quinones. And when the referee went down, I'd choke the other guy with my chain. And then when he wake the referee up, the referee would count to 3, and then we'd walk on. And then I took my brother. My brother was my manager after that.
I remember that
Stevie
so well.
was running for Congress, or running for a political thing, so he couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Bill
so my
was a
brother
good
took
friend.
over as my manager.
Yeah.
And I got pictures of that somewhere here.
Oh God. That was a classic thing. Like I said to Frankie, I said a lot of people don't realize in the early days of television, that was one of the first feature items because it was so cheap to produce. All you had to do was open up a ring, throw the guys in there, and they would do that. And of course, that was back in the territory days. And and Bill was the WWF wanted to hire Bill years ago, but he was so secure here in Pittsburgh, or there in Pittsburgh. I'm in Florida now, but I mean, they would have loved him to join them, but
he had a lot of big stars up here.
Oh yeah.
Johnny DeFazio,
Bruno
yeah,
Sammartino,
yeah.
Nick, everybody.
Eddie, you down in Venice?
Mongo.
Yeah. Venice, Florida. Yeah, Venice, Florida.
I have relations down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Camillo's.
Oh.
Yeah, they live near right like a block from the beach, right there in Venice. I used to go there all the time.
I'm in Venice Gardens now. I mean, we used to live at the Villas of Venice. We had a condo there, which we got rid of that and sold it to my cousin. But we're kind of in the center of all the action now.
For 20 years, I lived in Odessa, Florida.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, up there.
Damn. Yeah.
And I got a son in Hollywood. Yeah.
Huh. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I mean, it's too cold for me up in Pittsburgh. And
it's horrible.
No. I couldn't do it anymore.
Is that where you started out from?
In Pittsburgh, yeah.
I didn't know that you lived in Pittsburgh.
I'm from Pittsburgh. I was born in Pittsburgh, raised in Greensburg, Latrobe. Started out on radio there, and in fact, the story about how I got into radio was I was an artist once upon a time, and I used to do portraits. And Jimmy Stewart was having his 75th birthday party. And I called a radio station in Blairsville, Pennsylvania.
I know where Blairsville is. I used to work in Blairsville.
Did you? And I called the radio station. I said, I know you're on the planning committee for this fete. I said, would it be possible for me to do a portrait of Mr. Stewart and present it to him? And they said, absolutely. And the woman said, well, no, wait a minute. I recognize your voice because I'd done some commercials. And she said, What station are you with? I said, I'm 15 years old. I'm not with any station. She said, you're hired. Hired me on the spot.
No
so I
way.
did the portrait of Mr. Stewart and presented it to him. And if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see the portrait I did of Mr. Stewart. And we kept in contact until Gloria, his wife, passed away. And she was just so thrilled that her husband, Jimmy, got me my first job in radio. And that's how I got in radio. Yeah,
What neighborhood
Bizarre.
were you born in? What neighborhood?
In Pittsburgh, north side somewhere. I was adopted.
In the north side. Okay.
Yeah, I was adopted, and my parents lived in Greensburg.
You ever got Mount Washington?
Sure. Oh God, yeah.
Well, next time you're here, let me know. I'll take you out.
I'd love that. I was there for my 40th high school reunion. 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, whatever the hell it was, and we didn't really have much of a chance to stay too long. We ate at the Grand Concourse. We got together with Porky Chedwick's widow, and in fact, I just got Porky's rocking chair down here. I think I told you about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we finally. In fact, my veterinarian, who's from Indiana, Pennsylvania, arranged it and sent some people up there to pick this thing up, and that's how it's here. So I mean, small world.
What a great story.
Yeah, small world, but yeah. Yep. But I mean, all those Pittsburgh radio and television guys, I probably knew damn near all of them. Yeah,
that's funny.
They were good people, you know. I got into radio. I think I got into radio because I mean, I had a succession of radio addicted babysitters back in the AM radio days, and the girls would probably pay more attention to guys like Jim Quinn, Terry Lee, keep naming them.
The 13
God damn it. I said, nobody's paying enough attention to me. I said, I'm going to give these bastards some competition one day. By God, I did. I ended up working with all of them.
Yes.
I used to love 102.5 The Bone. That was one of my favorite stations.
Oh, well, I'm on The Bone. Because I'm the radio voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, not the Tampa Bay. Yes, Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, a hockey team, Tampa Bay Lightning. I thought
you have ties. At the beginning of the interview here, I feel like we were talking about some blues, some rhythm and blues. Do you have like ties to? Did any work for any blues musicians or anything like that?
Absolutely. Like I say, my mentor was Porky Chedwick, who was one of the early white guys to play rhythm and blues in Pittsburgh. And of course, I got to know the Vogues used to be over at my house all the time. The Skyliners, the Marcells, Freddie Johnson, the guy that did the bomb. He was one of my best buddies. Yeah, Freddie was one of my dearest friends. He was always over at the house, and so we had all those guys, and I was kind of their road manager for a time, and we toured all over the place, and it was fascinating. I got to meet a lot of the early stars. Bo Diddley was a friend.
Wow.
It was fun. I had a hell of a good time.
I about a year ago, my boyfriend died. He was a blues musician. I don't think you can see it as a live thing. In the way his name was Little Bobby, but that's how I got into the podcasting thing.
Oh.
And there's BB King. I've got Buddy Guy. I've got
Buddy Guy.
I've got Jimi Hendrix, Muddy Waters, Bonnie Raitt. I mean,
nice. Yeah.
And so on my podcast, I exclusively one-on-one do interviews with musicians or DJs or and I got into that because of him. So.
Nice.
You moved to the live thing. Thanks, Frankie. I didn't know you could do that.
We had a good. Like I say, it was a fun run, and I was with a company called Tour Design in Indianapolis, and we used to do a lot of the concert spots. And of course, when I later moved to Nick Summers Productions down here in Florida, we had a lot of those, and I worked with a lot of those artists. And it was a lot of fun, and a lot of them I knew before I started doing their spots. So,
And see, my show yesterday, we were talking about like different genres of music and how, like, in so many different genres, there's just so much competition between the artists. Whereas if you go to blues or rhythm and blues, they're more like a family and they're going to support you. And you need somebody on stage, they're going to hop right up there and make you sound good. Like, yeah, it's a family, you know.
I think more most musicians are very supportive, regardless even of whatever genre you're playing. I think everybody's supportive of everyone because they know how rough it is, you know, and that's a good thing. You know, they
Yeah, and
back
I
each
don't have
other
a
up.
whole lot of experience in the whole thing, so I'm glad you said that because you
Yeah.
know that's just what I've learned in the last like 5 years, and
Yeah.
I haven't been in the industry. I never went to school for broadcasting or anything like that. I mean, and just the only experiences I really had was being on the road with Little Bobby. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's good to hear that because I always heard that like the other genres are not quite as supportive. They're more competitive and stuff, you know.
I don't know because I've known country stars and I've known rock stars and everything else, and I don't know. I mean, if you're in the same business, I mean, but you know, Frankie, a guy that you need to talk to is David, the rock and roll the rock and roll fantasy camp, David Fishoff. He'd be
I
a good
don't,
interview for you. Do you know
I
David
don't
Fishoff?
know who that is at all. I've never heard of him before.
David Fishoff used to be a Ringo Starr's manager, and he started this thing called Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, where you can literally go in and gig with a lot of these rock stars. And it's great. He's out in Los Angeles, just one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But look him up online, and he's the most approachable, wonderful man. But you might, I think you'd enjoy him. You know,
maybe we'll see.
David Fishoff is his name.
David Fishoff.
David
Okay.
Fishoff. Yeah, I mean,
I'll give it a whirl.
and you tell him I said hello too.
Now you put in a word for me, maybe, you know, because he'll probably do it for you, probably.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting tied up in strings here. Okay, here we go.
Ed,
So
any
many-
chance you ever cross paths with a guy named Phil Hendry?
Phil Hendry, in my opinion, is one of the most talented people ever to crack a microphone.
I couldn't agree with you more, man.
I would say Phil Hendry and Kevin Matthews from The Loop in Chicago. Two of the very, very talented people. But Phil Hendry is an amazing man in that he can do all these voices. He'll flip a phone around and talk like a woman, and then flip it around and talk like and he does it off the cuff. The man is amazing. And why the hell he doesn't have a #1 radio show right now is beyond me. I mean,
Yeah,
I
he
think
retired. He quit. He quit
Yeah.
at the height of his success, and I was
No.
hoping maybe you'd had some personal stories that you
No,
know about him because I love him, and he just vanished.
Well, he did because his ratings went down for some
Really?
You know, yeah. I was, you know, he even did a parody of my former coworker. I was the announcer on a thing called the Cigar Dave Show, and we would talk about cigars, you know, and Phil was imitating Dave, and he did this whole parody one day of cigar, and it was funny as hell. I wish I had a tape of it, but I mean, he just I don't know what happened with the ratings. I forget where he was out of. Somewhere there in Los Angeles. Could have been KFI.
Yeah.
I think it was KFI. But yeah, it was a shame. But he was so entertaining, and I used to put his show on, and my parents. They were in their 80s at the time, and I put this thing on, and he'd be talking about all this bullshit. They're like, "What in the hell are you listening to at dinner time?" And he's, I don't know.
It was
You know
great,
what? You know what Phil used to do, but he was so
his
entertaining.
stick was unbelievable. Yeah, I was.
Oh God, yeah, and he would make it up off the cuff.
Yeah.
I wish I were that. I mean, he was like Stan Freberg times 10. You know?
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
He was amazing. Yeah.
Wow. I sent David a friend request to see if we'll see if he accepts it all, and if he does, then I'll take it further.
Do it. Yeah, do it. I mean, he's a fascinating guy. He used to manage, well, like I say, he used to manage Ringo Starr, and I forget who else. And you know, he just you know, went into this rock and roll fantasy camp. In fact, I did some of the first sessions to promote it when I first started out, and you know. I hear from David every now and then.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sure a guy like you has lots of connections with everything. Yeah, you know all the cool media people. I'm sure you knew all the movie trailer people and all the narrators of Disney and HBO and all these big wigs or big people that we were all wondering who's behind the voice and everything. I remember they did a parody video that all the narrators do like a video about. They're just a vlog of just traveling, going somewhere or whatever, but they're talking in their narrator voice and all that. I don't know if you were in the video. I doubt you were, but I'm sure it was like Don LaFontaine and everything that was.
Well, Don, yeah. I mean, I never knew Don. I never did meet Don.
Okay.
In fact, in fact, when I'm trying to think of the man's name now. Well, I wouldn't even go on that story because I can't think of the man's name because, stroke. But yeah, I mean, there are some great people, and I had a lot of people that I used to look up to. Certainly, Don LaFontaine was one. Ernie Anderson, who was the voice of ABC and the Love Boat, and Hal Douglas, who either it was Don or Hal who did the In a World, who started that. And, there were a lot of people.
In a World.
Yeah. In a World, yeah. But it's become almost cliche. But, those were the people I used to look up to. There was a fellow out of Chicago, used to do something called word jazz. And I can't think of his name now. And he had this booming voice. And back in the 70s, you'll remember he used to do Taster's Choice and Lee Jeans. And he had this wonderful voice. Ken Nordine. I mean, he was another idol of mine. And, because I had that kind of a voice that I was able to kind of do that stuff. And as I said to Frankie, I said, you love all these people and you learn from them, and then you become an amalgam of all of them, and hopefully you make it your own, not imitating anybody, because that's the last thing I wanted to do. And that's the way it goes,
But you use it all, and it all makes you who you are.
Yeah, and I've done it. I think I've done it enough.
Well, we appreciate you, Ed.
How old were you when you started, Ed? I mean, did you when you first realized? I know you talked about was the Jimmy Stewart thing. Was that the first time you really put forth go? Oh man, I could do this for a living.
I will tell. When I was, I'm honest to God. I had intestinal polyps removed when I was 5. Okay? Now, my mother was a nurse anesthetist at Westmoreland Hospital in Greensburg.
Yep.
And Dr. Edgar, who was the anesthesiologist, and Dr. Doris Maxwell, who was the surgeon, whatever. And he said, he's got the deepest damn voice I've ever heard of any little kid. He's 5. He's 5. And he said,
wow.
When we intubate this guy, we're going to check. He said, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just going to talk with a deeper voice than anybody else. So I think it kind of fell into it at that point. When I was in high school, I was doing announcements on the school PA system, and it turned out one of the teachers had a buddy. Tom Grote was the man's name, and he had a friend who owned a recording studio. And so I ended up going and doing narrations, and I think the first narrative I did was for a steel rolling mill in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, which really dates me. And then that led on to commercials, and we moved on from there, and that's how I got involved. And
So it all started. It all started from you doing high school, the announcements in your high school.
Yeah, just people, and then I had a couple of well, call them professors. They should have been professor. Man named Jim Siebel and his wife Nancy, they both since passed away. They basically, when I was in high school forensics, they would kind of coach me, and I was in high school debate and everything else, and I did well with that. And they said one of the things that you cannot do is talk like a yinzer. You know what a yinzer is? It's
downtown.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downtown. I'm gonna see the Stillers and Donnie Harris.
Yeah,
Yins guys. Yeah.
Hey, Yin's going downtown and get paid.
We're going to wash our car.
They basically said you're going national, and people won't embrace that kind of shit in Monroeville, or I'm sorry, Missouri. Yeah, in Missouri. Oh, in Monroeville, they absolutely would have. But outside of the confines of the tri-state area, I mean, that sounds totally foreign.
That's like a lot of people don't know. We say instead of baloney, we say jumbo. Yeah, no one knows what jumbo is. Rubber band. It's gum bands.
Oh, gum band. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. I still say it, but I just don't pronounce it like that.
See, that's it. When I was getting into the entertainment, my manager used to tell me, dude, you can't be talking like you're in Pittsburgh anymore. But it's hard. You just have that in you, man.
I live in Mount Washington.
Mount Washington.
No, Mount Washington.
Oh, it's so nice to hear that accent, though, when I do go back home, because it takes me back. But I don't even know if I could even imitate it anymore. That's how far. That's how far removed I think I am.
All Yins have to do is come back to Pittsburgh for about 5 days, and you'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
right downtown on the inside.
They say you could take the boy out of Pittsburgh. You can't take the Pittsburgh out of the boy.
No way. I'm Pittsburgh all the way. No, in fact, I got chipped ham barbecue coming down. It's going to be.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you guys.
Nobody knows what the fuck chipped ham is. Oh yeah.
Chipped ham with barbecue.
You have chipped ham on a sandwich with Mancini's bread.
Oh, there you go, Mancini. Yeah. Nobody knows what it is. Chipped ham. They're like, "What are you nuts? What's that?"
So like chipped beef, only a pig instead.
It's
very slightly cut ham, and it's wonderful. Particularly, I mean, with barbecue and it's beautiful. Yeah.
The only thing we get away with, we got a Giant Eagle up here, and they get chipped the ham. They get chipped the ham like you want it. Other places they don't know.
No. I found a guy down here from Pittsburgh who knew what I was talking about.
It's not a Giant Eagle, Johnny. It's a Giant Eagle.
Giant Eagle. Yeah. Yeah.
Bye, John.
See you later, John.
John's got to go.
So we'll remove from the conversation so we can leave.
We done?
No,
John had to leave.
John had to leave.
We finished?
And there goes the audio problem too. Here I thought that you're fine there, Ed. Can you still hear us, Ed?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back
it went away
because I don't know if we're finished.
But no, we pretty much are. We are about to say goodbye.
Oh.
About to say goodbye. I didn't.
Oh, I
think when he left, I think he lost his audio because he immediately.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh no, I thought maybe we were done, but can
no,
you hear me?
I was saying goodbye to John, the John Roberts, because he had to go.
We're not that unprofessional. Gotcha. Just shut the show off.
I didn't know. I thought, well, that's kind of an abrupt ending here.
But we are going to end the interview here anyway because we do appreciate you, Ed. And again, all these guys and gals, they're all important to me. They've been with me.
Absolutely. This is so much. This is a great. I mean, I thank you for having me on. Nice to see everybody here. I mean, it's been a blast, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're an amazing
Thank
guy,
you.
brother.
We appreciate
Yeah.
that.
You're really
And,
an amazing
next
man.
week-
Thank you.
Hey,
Next
Ed, you
week,
on Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send you a picture of me and Pork the Torque when I find it.
Do it, please. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
All right. Well, this is another great edition of Frankie Sauce's Renegade Radio. Next week is our season 5 finale, and you don't want to miss it. So for
Pittsburgh loves
Frankie
you,
Oh,
buddy.
Sauce and Eddie Weigel and the whole crew here, see you next time on Frankie Sauce's
Pittsburgh loves you, big guy.
Renegade Radio.
Thank you.
Good night, bitches.
Bye, everybody.
I can see her lying back in a satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in a loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping around my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. I can see her looking fast in a faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling me. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my backstairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my backstairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. Oh, men. Oh, when. Oh. My lover's got humor. She's a giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak. A fresh poison's in each week. We were born sick, you heard them say. My church offers no absolutes. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well. Hey, amen. 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 Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me the deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you my life. Oh, take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me the deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you my life. If I'm a pagan of the good times, my love is the sunlight. To keep the goddess on my side, she demands a sacrifice. Drain the whole sea, get some shiny, something meaty for the main course. There's a fine looking high horse. What you got in the stable? We've a lot of starving faithful. That looks tasty, that looks plenty. This is hungry world. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins, so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me my deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you mine. Oh, yeah. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins, so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me my deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you mine. Oh, masters, oh, kings, when the ritual begins, there is no sweeter innocence than our gentle sin. In the madness and soil of that sad earthly scene, only then I am human, only then I am clean. Oh, amen. 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 Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lives. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me the deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lives. I'll tell you my sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me the deathless dead. Oh, good God, let me give you my
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
Are you tired of the same old boring podcasts? Do you crave a wild ride through the worlds of comedy, rock, and pop culture? Then buckle up, because you're about to enter the chaotic, electrifying universe of Frankie Slosson's Renegade Radio. This isn't your grandma's radio show. We're talking Midwestern mayhem, where every episode is an unpredictable adventure. Frankie Slauson, your Renegade ringmaster, brings you the most outrageous guests and the most unfiltered conversations. From legendary rock stars sharing their wildest tour stories to comedians dropping their latest punchlines, we've got it all. Dive deep into pop culture debates, uncover hidden gems in the music scene, and laugh until your sides hurt. Frankie Slauson's Renegade Radio is your weekly dose of pure, unadulterated entertainment. Don't miss out on the mayhem. Tune in live on Facebook every Monday night at 5 p.m. Central. Search for Frankie Slauson's Renegade Radio and join the revolution.
Sir, is your house gone?
No, you heifer. I take it apart on weekends to clean it out.
Sir, what's your biggest regret?
Not listening to my wife's advice.
What was the advice?
I ain't sure. I wasn't listening.
Excuse me, sir, are you fishing?
No, sweetheart. I'm just letting the fish out so they can breathe.
Excuse me, sir, are you cooking chickens?
Nope. These birds just like tanning real slow.
Excuse me, sir, do you feed the cows?
No, sweetheart. In the afternoon, I give them money so they can go out to dinner.
Sir, did you know hot dogs aren't good for your health?
You know the difference between this hot dog and your opinion?
What?
The hot dog I actually asked for.
Sir, what's faster, lightning or light?
Diarrhea. Because I got home like lightning, turned on the light, and I had already shit myself.
Sir, did that tree land on your car?
No, you heifer. I parked it under there for the shade.
Grandpa, this is my girlfriend Paige.
Well, I'll be damned. That ain't just a page. That's the whole damn book.